All right, and we're live. Aubrey's going to start off with the ball. Let me get this all set up. Here we go. All right, so the Bengals will start off with the ball. I picked the Bengals to win this game. I don't have the most confidence in the Cowboys offense. Both these defenses are not very good, so it'll be interesting to see how many points go up. I have it like 38-27. I'm expecting a whole lot of points. All right, so it'll be a touchback, so first down 10 for the 30-yard line for the Bengals. Joe Burrow in, looks like pistol. Yeah, pistol got Jamar Chase to his right and got Chase Brown behind him. Going to be a screen out to Jamar Chase, who is going to get about 3 yards there. So second down 7. Like I said, Bengals desperately need to win this game. Orlando Brown being out is going to be a huge ordeal, especially because I'm pretty sure they'll probably try to match up Micah Parsons on both tackles that have been kind of bad this year. So it'll be interesting to see how Cody Ford goes. So quick pass, like I said, it was 3 yards. See I formation now, second and 7 from the 33. Going to be a fake toss and rollout for Joe Burrow, who throws to the tight end for like no gain. Overshown with the coverage there. Absolutely nothing there. Try to get this Drew Sample, not Drew Sample. Oh no, it is Drew Sample. My bad. Yeah, you fake the pitch and then you bring Sample. It's not a terrible play, but Overshown was there. They didn't really fall for it. So they gave him basically a yard. So we third down 6. Well, they gave him basically half a yard, and that was it. Play close at 6. Better hurry up and get it off. 2, 1, barely gets it off. Throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Try to get to Higgins, but unfortunately, Trayvon Diggs with a pass breakup. So it's going to be 3 and out for the Bengals to start off the game. 13:35 remaining in the first quarter. Yeah, they were taking the sweet precious time. They had to bring in tight ends to kind of help with the added pressure, but great play by Trayvon Diggs on that pass breakup. So punt's about to be away, and gets it off cleanly. Going to be returned to the 20, up to the 25, 30, 35, down to the 40-yard line. And that's Turpin. First down 10 for the 40-yard line for the Cowboys. And on comes Cooper Rush. All the guy does is win games. Well, he had that run, so you can give him that. But no, as of late, it's like, yeah. So first down 10 for the 40-yard line. Rico Dowdle in the backfield. Single back set. Going to be hand off to Rico Dowdle, who's going to try the left side and get about 2 yards there. So second down 8 from the 42. That's still wild. They only get 16 points per game at home. Okay. Also, Zach Martin and Tyler Guyton are both out as well, so also a little bit of a battered offensive line. Second down 8 from the 42-yard line. Single back set. Going to be another handoff to Rico Dowdle. He's going to cut, get to the 45, bounces off a man, and going to gain about, say about 6 there. Going to be third down 2 for the Cowboys. Up at about the 48-yard line. 28 points per game for the Bengals. Obviously, second worst NFL behind the Panthers, which we are, coming on back. But right now, I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping for a lot of points. Also, so like our defensive stats don't look as bad as they are. So going to be third and about a 1.5. Cooper Rush under center. Going to be a fake to Lipke. Throws down. Going to be caught, and that's going to be up to about the 38-yard line. And I believe this is going to be Schoonmaker. Is that Ferguson or is that Schoonmaker? Schoonmaker, that's what I thought. Yeah, because Schoonmaker's 86, and then Ferguson's 87. I keep on forgetting about that. What's up, Zoe? Yeah, it was a 3-and-out for the Bengals to start off with the drive, and now after a great return by Kevontae Turpin, basically 20 yards, and some good drives by Cooper Rush so far, it's going to be first down 10 for the 37-yard line. Going to send CeeDee Lamb in motion over to the right. Shotgun formation, drops back a pass. He's got time, throws, and it's going to be caught by CeeDee Lamb up to about the 33-yard line. So, gain about 4, be second down 6. 11:25 let it go in the first. I enjoyed the video you put out earlier today, by the way. Thank you so much. Yeah, like I was, but I think it was the Monday game. I thought about doing a breakdown as far as like my feelings about the Panthers games. I wasn't able to talk about them, but I figured I might as well just wait until I do the Eagles breakdown. So second down 6, going to be a fake toss to Rico Dowdle. Going to throw down the field, and oh my goodness, great catch by CeeDee Lamb up to the 20-yard line on the coverage by Wilson, number 42. First down 10 for the 20. So the Cowboys are moving the ball. Let's see if they can punch it in. Like I said, I expect this to be a very high-scoring game. I don't trust any of these defenses. Like, it's quite literally like 31-30 defenses. Like, we're terrible. Like, the Panthers are a terrible defense, but these are absolutely abhorrent as well. First down 10 for the 20-yard line. Going to send CeeDee Lamb in motion again over to the right. Now motion back out to the left. Going to be try to do a screen to Rico Dowdle. Unfortunately, a little bit of an inaccurate pass by Cooper Rush there. Second down and 10. 10-19, let's go in the first. But yeah, I'm working on the video for week 12 to week 14 as far as like basement and penthouse. I finished up the script for week 13, waiting for this game to finish so I can start like, how am I going to end that little story arc going into the last remaining weeks of the season. Going to be handoff to Rico Dowdle, who's going to go up in the middle, straight in the middle, gets about 7 yards there. Great run. I think they're going to give him 8. So it'll be third down and 2 with about 10-10 left to go in the first. This should be an interesting game. Absolutely. I think I had 38-27. Like, I'm really not a fan of either one of these defenses. I'll be interested to see how Jamar Chase does against Deron Bland. And obviously, there's a lot of injuries on the Cowboys' offensive line, so I'll be interested to see how that plays a factor, especially with Trey Henderson. Third down and 2, going to be a handoff to Rico Dowdle. He's got room and is going to be about a yard short. Great tackle at 38. It could be 4th and 1 from the 11. Cowboys looks like they're going to be going for it. What was I saying? Yeah, they're going for it on 4th and 1. I lost my train of thought there. Already, ain't even really 5 minutes in the game, and I've already lost my train of thought. All right, so shotgun formation for some reason on 4th and 1. Well, actually, empty set. They're probably going to bring it back in. That would make no sense why it's empty set on 4th and 1. What are you doing? Okay. Drops back to pass and quickly throws for the end zone. Wide open is CeeDee Lamb. How do you let him get wide open like that? It was a corner route and just the wide open. And yep, he got it. Okay. CeeDee Lamb gets a touchdown, be 6-0. I'm confused. Like, Mike Hilton was the one that was on coverage, and then he just I don't know if they were supposed to be in a zone or what happened, but I was confused why they were throwing on 4th and 1, but obviously it worked for him. So Brian Aubrey on to kick this extra point, and it's going to be up, and it's going to be good right down the middle. So it is 7-0, 8:55 to go in the first quarter. Cowboys score first. I mean, CeeDee Lamb had the outside leverage on Mike Hilton, but he also gave up on the play, which I don't like that. Anyways, But yeah, so I'm gonna finish up. I should be finishing up the script Tuesday or tomorrow. And as far as like filming everything and then editing all together, I want to get done by Thursday, but I think it might be unrealistic because like I'm basically formatting everything together into three, and the last time that I did two, it took a while, so it probably won't be until about Friday that it gets totally done, unfortunately. Um, but I'm proud of the script right now. I'm gonna see how like the editing goes. But I'm really proud of like the idea that I already had written down and then writing the script. So I don't usually like I'll write storylines of like where I could if I start something, okay, where can I pivot from this? And I'm one of the things I was glad the way that it happened. It's going to lead into a good transition into the penthouse. So I'm actually happy how certain things went in season. So yeah. Saw the Panthers Eagles game. It was really nice to see how well Bryce and the rest of the Panthers did against the Eagles. Exactly. So like I'm really proud of not only Bryce and Adam Thielen's connection is absolute outstanding. Obviously, there's the elephant in the room that I talked about with Xavier Leggett. A lot of people are upset with him. I think that yes, it's a learning moment. I don't want I don't want Panthers fans to completely give up on him because there's already some that are starting to do so. It's still a rookie year. Like, yes, he hasn't been everything that we want him to be, but he's shown flashes enough that I can feel like he's going to develop. Obviously, with Jonathan Brooks re-tearing his ACL, that's absolutely awful. I mean, he worked so hard to get back, and then he re-tore it. Like, I'm really hopeful for him. It's going to be another year of rehab, which is it's another thing too. Like, because he's on his rookie contract, and he's a second round pick. He has for sure 2 more years before he gets another payday. So it's not going to be the end of the world if he can't play next year. But it's still like an awful thing to feel for him because he's worked so hard to be back, and then now he's going to have another year of rehab, and might not even be able to play next year because of the timing of this ACL tear. So feel really bad for him. Touchback on the play, somebody first down 10 from the 30 for the Bengals. Like I said, they had a 3-and-out at the first drive, so I'm interested to see how they do. Yeah, Mike Hilton like opened himself up. There wasn't really anything that CeeDee Lamb did too much. It's just he just opened himself up way too much that the corner was wide open for CeeDee Lamb. Hey Ryan, what's up, Emmanuel? I can't believe I'm in a time where I wish I was a Panthers fan more than a Falcons fan. I hate football, but real life has been good for me this week at least. That's great. That's great. Like football is football. Sometimes it sucks. Like your team's not doing all that well, but as long as life keeps on living, that's all that matters. Like I love football, and I absolutely adore like the camaraderie. I absolutely adore like all the fan bases and talking with other fan bases. But at the end of the day, it is a sport, and you're not like you're a Falcons fan, but like at least the fact that you still have a shot to make the playoffs, there's still like that hope, and there's hope for maybe Michael Penix might be good. Who knows? So it's not the end of the world. There's a 3-yard run on first down by Chase Brown. Sorry about that. Second down 7, shotgun formation, and that is a. Be interested to see if they're going to call offsides. Yes, they are. They're going to call offsides of Micah Parsons, who forced Mims to move quickly off the right. Which that's another thing too. I'm interested to see how Mims versus Micah Parsons does. I talked about it before in the first drive. Cody Ford is replacing Orlando Brown, who was injured. So I know Micah usually lines up over in the left, but I'm also interested to see how like that's going to play out. Um, but that's a little middle relapse right there for Micah Parsons. So instead of being second down and 7, it's second down and 2. Pistol formation, Chase Brown behind Joe Burrow, now a shotgun formation to the left. Drops back to pass. and got time. Runs out of time and is going to dump it off to Chase Brown. A wild 45 up to the 50, down to the 49-yard line. Overshown with a tackle. Great job by Joe Burrow getting out of a little bit of pressure and just dumping it off to Chase Brown. Um, but yeah, the Falcons still have a shot to make the playoffs, though. Um, you will get a little help this week because the Buccaneers will probably lose to the Chargers, but and you still have a like easy-esque schedule ahead of you, but you might need a little help along the way. First down 10 for the 49-yard line. Joe Burrow under center. Going to set Jamar Chase in motion. Hand off to Jamar Chase. He's got the speed, got the outside up to the 45, up to the 40. Down to the 35-yard line is Jamar Chase. First down 10 for the Bengals. Goodness gracious. Let me get a little water. I'm parched already. Goodness. All right. First down 10 for about the 35-yard line. 6:50 left to go in the first quarter. Still 7-0. Joe Burrow going to be in under center with Chase Brown in the backfield. Going to be a play action pass, and actually going to be a screen out to Chase Brown, who's going to get up to the 30, down to about the 28-yard line, gain about 7, and I believe that's going to be a hold on Mims. Yes. Mims was holding on Micah Parsons to set up that screen because Micah Parsons was barreling down. Nice rip move. I mean, it's okay. Mims' problem is that he is way too big. That sometimes he doesn't have the wherewithal sometimes to have good pad level, especially with somebody who's going to be a little bit shorter. Like I think he's like 6'8". Yeah, 6'8", 350. Like. So Micah Parsons already has natural leverage over him, and when he gets even lower, it's almost impossible for Mims to be in an advantageous position when he does like rips moves and stuff like that. Hands off to Chase Brown, who's going to gain about 4 yards there actually, so that's good on him. Second down, 16. Ryan, don't you dare give me hope. I believe in this team enough. It's time for some hopeless and big Penix energy. Absolutely. I can imagine a future where we lose the last 2 games of the season. And a sack. Oh, whoa. That should be intentional grounding. They came to the play late. Adigazua with the almost sack, and a flag comes out for intentional grounding. They're trying to discuss if like the wide receiver or the running back was in the area. Oh, okay. I was wondering why it was like so quickly. There was 12 men on the field for the defense, and then there was a intentional grounding, so offsets. But I was wondering, I was like, holy crap, that was so quick. But that's the reason why they try to snap it up quickly to get the 12 people on the field. So still be second down 16. Where was that? So your dream of meaningful football in December and January will be true. I know you don't like most Falcons fans, but for my sake, please don't blow us out when your Panthers end our season. I'll talk about that in a little bit. Second down 16 for the 41-yard line. Empty set for Joe Burrow. Throws, and it's going to be caught by Jamar Chase up to about the 28, 27-yard line. Wow, great gain of 13 yards there. Going to be about third down and 3, I believe. So, they put him at the 28 or the 27. Oh, this will be third down and 2. 5:27 left to go in the first quarter. Joe Burrow going to be, if they'll show it, Sean Carlawson and Micah Parsons on his 3rd and 2. Joe Burrow going to be an empty set. Drops back at the throw and quickly throws, and it's wide open. Is going to be Chase Brown up to the 19-yard line. First down 10 for the Bengals. I a little short thing before we go. I'll talk about it a little bit more on the actual break. There is a shot for the Panthers to help out the Falcons, and there's a shot for the Panthers to help out the Buccaneers. If things go the way that I think that it's going to go, we could be the deciding factor of who wins the NFC South. Just a short little thing before we start go into the break. First down 10 for the 20-yard line. Joe Burrow in empty set, drops back a pass. He's got time, throws for the end zone, and it's going to be, oh, he dropped it. A great throw by Joe Burrow, but unfortunately Chase Brown could not come down with it. Deron Bland with the coverage. I mean, right in the breadbasket too. It's a nice release by Chase Brown, but great job by Deron Bland. I mean, it would have hit him. It would have hit him right there. Oh man. All right, second down 10, 4:25 to go in the first quarter. Joe Burrow in the shotgun. Now an empty set. Quickly throws out to Jamar Chase, and that's going to be incomplete, actually. A little bit too inside for Jamar Chase. It's going to be third down 10. 4:21 left to go in the first quarter. We went like... Yeah. I will say this. I will say also this, Emmanuel. It would have been so much better if some way that we had won like 2 of those 3 games we should have won these past couple of weeks. Because then we would have been for real in the playoff race. But now, like, unless the Falcons lose out and... No. The Buccaneers have to lose out and the Falcons have to only beat the Raiders. They lose to the Giants, which is going to happen. Joe Burrow steps in the pocket, rolls out to his right, throws on the run. It's going to be caught by T. Higgins down to about the 5-yard line. Stiff arm, trying to barrel through, but it's down at about, well, actually, I'm marking about 6. So first and goal from the 6 for the Cincinnati Bengals. 4:05 to go in the first quarter. Still 7-0 for the Cowboys, but Bengals are driving. Let's see if they can punch it in here. Make it a tie game. But, yeah, like I said, I'll talk about a little bit when I have more time at the break. Because I've been doing like playoff predictor stuff too, and like right before I go to bed, kind of stuff like that, where like I'm like drained, when I'm not like writing scripts and stuff like that. But I've been going through a little bit of scenarios. First and goal from the 6. Joe Burrow in pistol, going to be a handoff. Chase Brown's going to try the right side and going to be stymied by, who is that? Golson. Okay. I couldn't tell who that was, number 99. So I think he might have got him out of yards. Be second and goal from about the 5. But yes, I do believe that we will have meaningful football into January, mainly because you have the Bucks and the Falcons in January. Our second and goal from the 5. Shotgun formation for Joe Burrow with Chase Brown to his right. Now over to the left. And Joe Burrow drops by the pass, throws, and it's going to be caught, and it's going to be a touchdown for Jamar Chase. 2:45 left to go in the first quarter, and we are almost about to be tied up with the extra point. Talking about this game, I luckily have Josh Allen, George Kittle, and CD in fantasy. Oh my gosh. So I'm up 35 points. My opponent has Jamar, so I'm very scared. If you have CD with Jamar, I think you're still good. Because I think CD will also get, like you said, he already has himself a touchdown too. So if you're up by 35, then I would feel good. I would feel good because I don't know if Jamar is going to have 35 more points than CD. I would be very surprised if that's the case. Yeah, there's a flag, thankfully, because I mean, he still made it, but barely. How do you have a delay game on an extra point? How do you have a delay game on an extra point? I don't know. But yeah, you should be good fantasy wise. I'm good fantasy wise as well. Cade York is the kicker because Evan McPherson can't kick today. But I lost this week, but I was fine because like I was still the top 6, so I don't really care where I'm placed. But I'll probably be 6th. But going to playoffs also be fighting for the first. Kick is up and kick is good. So it is 7-7, 2:45 like on the first quarter. Oh, that's cool. Apparently, Cade York's girlfriend is a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. They're showing that now. That's cool. He's going against his girlfriend's team. Um, Please don't let Jamar do a Josh Allen. Oh well, that would be something if that's the case. Let me look at I did before. I gotta look it up again. Let's see. Yeah, so if the Bucks, who have to play against the Chargers, Cowboys, and let's see, if they play against the Chargers, Cowboys, Panthers, and Saints. So let's just say Buccaneers lose to the Chargers, Falcons are that they win this week. So the Falcons have. So I can look it up. I know they have the Raiders and the Giants. I don't know which order. So yeah, so on Monday night you have the Raiders, which I'm so surprised that was still a Monday night game. So let's just say you beat the Raiders and the Bucks lose to the Chargers. So that means that you would still have the lead over the Bucks because you have the season sweep with them. Because y'all both be the same exact record. So you have the Giants. So you should be the Giants. If you don't be the Giants, I don't know what to tell you. And then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have what I said they have before. It was the Chargers, and then it was the I lost my train of thought. I gotta look back up. Cowboys. That's right. So say they beat the Cowboys, they're still tied, and then it comes down to this, where you have to go against the Commanders. Now, if you lose to the Commanders, and of course the Bucks beat the Panthers, then you have to rely on winning against the Panthers and the Saints beating the Bucks. However, if we beat the Buccaneers, then all you have to do is just beat us, and then you're good. If we beat the Buccaneers and the Buccaneers beat the Saints, and then we end up beating y'all, not only did we hurt the Buccaneers, but we also ended up helping them at the very end of the season for them to win the NFC South. I am just saying that it is going to be a very interesting um, January because it is going to come down to the wire for the NFC South and the NFC West. The NFC West is crazy as well. It's going to come down to the Seahawks and the Rams. I feel pretty confident in that, mainly because uh, the Seahawks have the Vikings and the Packers left in their schedule. The Rams just beat the Bills, so they're 7-6, and the Seahawks are 8-5. And then in Week 18, the Seahawks and the Rams play each other to pretty much decide who's going to win the division. Like the Cardinals have a little bit easier task. Like they go against the Panthers, and I think there's another easier opponent that they have, but they're also behind the 8 ball a little bit. So there's still a chance for the Cardinals to win. But it's probably going to be between the Rams and the Seahawks, and that being the Week 18 matchup is crazy as well. So it's going to be a very crazy January 5th for the NFL. First down 10 for the 30-yard line. Cooper Rush going to be handoff to Rico Dowdle. Going to try left side and gain about 3 yards there. Not too bad. Second down 7. I'm very thankful that I'm very thankful that I used my brain, goodness, and started Allen over Darnold. Absolutely. I was thinking about it, regretted after he tore up our defense, but now I'm thankful I wasn't stupid. Well, here's the thing. You can't go wrong with either one. In hindsight, like obviously in hindsight, but beforehand, Josh Allen gives you a lot more rushing yards, so usually you would go with him, especially against a bad secondary in the Rams. Rams have a good defensive line, but their secondary is absolutely trash. Second down 7, and it's going to be a quick screen out to CeeDee Lamb, who cuts back field, and wow, up to 35, down to the 40, up to the 45-50, 45-40, 35-30, down to the 25, down to the 23-yard line, and okay, CeeDee Lamb got up a little bit slow. I was concerned that he was hurt a little bit, but what was going to be he's going on a sideline, so he is a little bit hurt. But what was going to be a botched screen flips the field, and not a great try to attempt of a block by Cooper Rush, but like he makes Henderson miss, and there's a little bit of a hold there. Didn't get called on Smith, but when we come back, it's gonna be first down 10 from about the 23-yard line. Well, 29-yard line, or 24-yard line. Sure, sorry about that. That is a flag. Oh, he fell down. Okay, okay. I about to say I thought for a second there was gonna be a flag there because but he fell down. So it'll be first down, not first, second down 10 from the 24-yard line. C lands back in there. All right, so for second down, not first down, second down 10 from the 24-yard line. Shotgun formation with Rico Dow to the left. Going to be handoff to 20 up to the 15, down to about the 10-yard line. First and goal for the Cowboys. Rico Dowdle with a great skimper about 15. Yeah, Cooper Beebe kind of like stumbled a little bit there. Oh, they're actually marking him at the 12. So first down 10 for the 12. Going to be another handoff to Rico Dowdle, who hesitates way too much and gets nothing. So it'll be second down 10 from the 12-yard line. Osai with the tackle. 15 seconds to go in the first. They don't necessarily have to do a play here, but let's see what they do. Second down 10, shotgun formation. 3, 2, 1, and that'll be it. All right, so we'll go into the second quarter, 7-7. Obviously, be second down 10 from the 12-yard line. Be interested to see what happens if the Cowboys can actually punch it in. Like I said, I expected a little bit more offense to come. Like I said, both these defenses are just not that good. But so far, 7-7. Some very very time not wasting drives, but time consuming drives. I think is the best way to put it. I didn't realize how many parking lots there are around AT&T Stadium. I always think of like the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, the way that it's set up. The only thing I don't like about it in Atlanta is that like there's not a lot of parking spots like really close by, or it's like super duper expensive. And so most of the time you have to kind of like go like across roads and all that kind of stuff just so you can get a good parking area, just based on where it's located. But going to break. I'm trying to think there was something else I was going to say too. I didn't check, but as if the 12 o'clock slate on Sunday, there's a chance that I might end up getting accidentally the Saints game, Saints Commanders. I really hope not, but I can never be too sure what game I'm actually going to get based on where I live. But if I do get the Cowboys Panthers, then I will be streaming that game. Mainly because if the Cowboys lose this game, they're not technically eliminated yet. But if the Panthers eliminate the Cowboys, that would be hilarious. So, let's see here. There were tons of memes before this game talking about how bad the defenses are. This is about to be the offense game of the year. That's what I'm hoping for. Now, I don't know if it's going to be like the Bills Rams. I don't know if it's going to be 44-42. But if you were to tell me that neither one of these teams were going to get in the 30s, I would be surprised. Dun 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 dun. Dun. But yeah, as it's going right now, Emmanuel, I think that you'll be good. Like I said, CeeDee Lamb had that long catch and run. He's already got himself a touchdown. If he gets another touchdown, then I would feel pretty good that you're gonna have 35 over Jamar Chase. All right, back to it. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 from the 12-yard line. Cooper Rush with Rigodow to the left of him. Drops back to pass. Going to throw and almost picked, and it is picked. Down at the 3 or 4-yard line. Unfortunately, Cooper Rush throws way too inside on CeeDee Lamb, gets tipped up in the air and picked by number 22. Is that Geno Stone? Yes, Geno Stone. First play going into second. Yeah, it actually hits Cam Taylor Britt right in the hands. Hold a second. I think he still has control over it, but it's pretty close. Battle does hit him. Like I said, that's not a penalty, but it's kind of unfortunate. Like it's not supposed to be a terrible throw. It's supposed to be a throw to the slant, but unfortunately, because that collision, it just came to a Britt right in the hands. But I mean, he drops it. Well, he pops up in the air. So instead of being able to punch it in, the Bengals could potentially get themselves a lead if they have another great drive. Obviously, like I said, the first drive they went 3-and-out. Second drive they had a long sustained drive, but this could be a very costly turnover. And they're showing it right now. Like I said, I think that Geno Stone still has possession, like he has the bottom of the ball, but the top of the ball does hit the ground. So that's what they're looking at right now to make sure that he did maintain possession. Because I don't know. It's gonna be 1st down 10 from the 4-yard line. Gonna send T Higgins into motion, and it's gonna be handoff Chase Brown, who's gonna actually not Chase Brown, sorry, 34, and gains about 4 yards there. 2nd down 6. Oh, sorry, Khalil Herbert. That's right. I forgot that he was on the Bengals because they haven't even really been using him. Like they traded for him, and they haven't really been using him at all. All right, shotgun formation with Herbert to the right of Joe Burrow from the 8-yard line. 2nd down 6. Drops back to pass, getting a little pressure from the left side. Throws, and it's going to be caught, and that's going to be Gesicki up to about the 19-yard line. 1st down 10 for the Bengals. No, actually, that was Sample, not Gesicki. Sorry about that. Yeah, they're pretty much doubling Micah Parsons on each time, especially because he's going to get Mims, so that makes a lot more sense. All right, so 1st down 10 from the 19-yard line. Pistol formation with looks like Chase Brown behind Joe Burrow. Going to send Jamar Chase in motion over to the left. Going to be a handoff to Brown, who gets up to about the 24-yard line. Looks like about 5-yard gain. 2nd down 5. 13:20 left to go in the second quarter. Still 7-7. Let's see if the Bengals can mount a little bit of a long, sustained drive. Like I said, you want to give your defense a little bit of a rest. I mean, it's I lost my train of thought there. I was going to say something, but I lost my train of thought. They're showing it now, like how bad it is. Like 28th rushing yards per game, 31st yards. Oh no, sorry, 28 rushes, 31st yards, and then about 30th yards per rush. Which, of course, if it's like 30 and 28, it's going to be about the 29. Throws to Jamar Chase up to the 35, down to the 40, up to the 45, down to about the 49-yard line is Jamar Chase on a little bit of a drag route there. Great job of Jamar Chase with that yak ability that he has. Obviously, they were talking about Deron Bland being on him, but they bring him into motion, kind of switch him over to Damian Lewis, who, I mean, that's good play design. Like I said, getting off of Deron Bland. But because T. Higgins is having his handful with Trayvon Diggs. They're putting Trayvon Diggs on T. Higgins. So 1st down 10, 12-10, let's go in the second quarter. from about the 48.5 yard line. Shotgun formation. Going to be a play action pass. Got a little bit of pressure. Going to be checked down to Herbert, who gets to the 50, up to the 45, down to about the 44 yard line. Second down and about 3. That's what I kind of wanted to see a little bit more of because since Moss has been down, they haven't been doing the Moss and Brown kind of like switching it up, a little bit different dynamic. But I want to see them use Herbert a little bit more. So far, they have, especially this drive, because it gives Browns a little bit of a break. Second down 3, going to be a handoff to Herbert, who's going to get absolutely obliterated by Kendricks. Basically, back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to be about it. So it'll be third down and 3, 11:15 left to go in the second quarter. I didn't like how Cody Ford was stanced up there. It's pretty much telegraphing where the ball was going. If they're able to pick up that a little bit, it's pretty evident where the ball is going based on Cody Ford's stance. Third down and 3 from the 44-yard line. Chase Brown is going to be helping pass protect. 2-1, barely gets a snap off, drops back to pass, steps in the pocket, rolls out to the left, throws on the run, and unfortunately it is right at the feet of 80. However, there is a flag. What's up, Dobie? What part of the Bengals D is bad? They have the sack leader, but like, is there a whole position group that's been bad? Yes, their linebackers have been hurt. Holding on offense, and they take it. It was an incomplete pass. Why would you? All right, so they're going third and long instead of going to fourth and 3. All right, and that's not really hold. Okay. 10:37, let go in the second quarter. Third down and 13. But I'll talk about the Bengals defense. What's actually been bad? Because you might have the sack leader, but there's there's definitely other positions that are not carrying their weight. Third and 13 from the 46-yard line. Play clock at 2-1. Barely gets it off. Drops back to pass. Get a little pressure. Rolls out to his left. Throws on the run. And it's going to be T. Higgins, but it's still going to be about a yard or two short. So basically where they were from before. Fourth and 3 anyways. Trayvon Diggs with the coverage. But the Bengals safety, since Jesse Bates and Von Bell were gone, then Von Bell came back, but he's also been a little bit washed, has been atrocious. And that's the reason why like they're been able to get beat deep. I thought they were able to fix it with Geno Stone, but it hadn't really worked out too well. And then also their drafts have not been fruitful. I think Cam Taylor-Britt's a good enough corner, but Mike Hilton get a little longer in the tooth. And overall, their secondary has been pretty bad with the injuries they've had at linebacker. Fourth and 3 throws, and unfortunately, it's going to be incomplete. Overshown with a deflection, and that's a turnover on downs for the Cincinnati Bengals. 9:51 left to go in the second quarter, still 7-7, and the Cowboys. It's not why do we keep on going to the Cowboys cheerleaders. Great, like I say, great play by Overshown. Forces the incompletion, and it'll be first down and 10 from about the 47-ish yard line for the Cowboys. But yeah, so Logan Wilson, he's been injured. And then they haven't really been able to be fruitful with the rest of their pass rush outside of Trey Hendrickson. And then Luke and I both agreed, like, DJ Reader, a defensive tackle, really nose tackle, was going to be a big loss. But we thought that, you know what, getting McClinley Jackson, getting Chris Jenkins, like revitalizing that defensive tackle room, we thought that was going to be good enough. We thought, you know what, like, it might take a step back, but overall, their run defense should be good. But it hasn't. That's what's really been hurting the Bengals defense is that, yes, you have Trey Hendrickson, who wanted a new contract, is not getting it because the Bengals are dumb that way. But one good pass rusher is not going to move mountains when it comes to the whole entire team, especially if you do not have good defensive tackles. Like you can have one-on-ones all day with Trey Hendrickson and our double teams, and he can be able to beat those on passing downs. When it comes to running away from him, or if he's lined up in a six or something like that, and all the tackle has to do is just basically get in the way. If they're running away from him, they're running in that A gap, and your Chris Jenkins or McKinley Jackson can't hold up. So you allow for the double team to basically get pushed back into the linebackers, and the linebackers can't get off blocks either. You're going to get like 4, 5, 6 yards a pop, and that's what's happening to the Bengals. Is that not only can they not stop the run, but because their safeties are not good, they're letting up all these explosive plays. So it's a combination of things of the reason why the Bengals are not good. And I feel bad for Lou Anarumo. Like I feel like he's a so good defensive mind. He just doesn't have what he used to. He doesn't have Jesse Bates. He doesn't have DJ Reader. He like Mike Hilton, who's getting a little bit older as well. Like he doesn't have those players anymore, and the drafts they had have just not been working out for them. I mean, like let's think about it. Like Chase Brown, I think is a good draft pick, but over the last 3 or so years, what's another impactful draft that they've had? Toss out to Rico Dowdle, who tries to get the sideline and gets up to about the 49-yard line. So great gain there, getting about 5. But like that's the reason why the Bengals uh, have been having a little bit of problems. I don't. I kind of get why like they're doing like the Simpsons thing. Like I mean, they had the Toy Story thing before the Jaguars and Falcons game, but I don't know. It just seems weird. Second down and 5 from the 49-yard line. Cooper Rush under center, going to be a play action pass. And throws, and so we caught by Rico Dowdle up to about the 40-yard line. First down 10 for the Cowboys. But like I'm really trying to think about it. Who else has really been impactful as a rookie or even like the last 3 years? And I'm coming up. That should be a hold. And I'm coming up kind of like I can't even think of anybody. First down, 10 for 41. I'll probably look at the break as far as like their draft classes. Going to send Tolbert into motion. Going to be a handoff to Rico Dowdle. He's going to try left side up to 35, up to the 30, up to the 25, down to about the 21-yard line. Great run by Rico Dowdle. First down and 10 for the Cowboys. 8:24. Let's go in the second quarter. This right here is what I'm talking about. So right there, McKinley Jackson gets reached by not only Tyler Smith but also Cooper Beebe. Easily gets up to a linebacker, and like Rico Dowdle basically doesn't get touched for 6 yards. It's great. It's great offensive line play, obviously, but it's still like McKinley Jackson not getting any kind of pressure, any kind of push. Handoff again. It's going to be Ezekiel Elliott for about a 1 yard gain. Great job there by the defense, but like that's just what I'm kind of trying to show is like getting push like and not having any kind of pressure is just going to allow people to just keep on just running at your throats because if you can't stop it, you can't stop it. 7:30 left to go in the second quarter. Second down and 9. Wow, that's abysmal. 60 rushes for 190. Empty set for Cooper Rush right here from the 21-yard line. Draws back to pass. Has got time and throws a little bit of check down up to the 20, up to the, oh, nice, up to the 17-yard line. That's going to be Ferguson. It's going to be third down and about 5, I believe. Yeah, third down 5. $6:45 left go in the second quarter. Cooper Rush in a shotgun formation with Rico Dowdle to his left. Bunch to the left as well. Going to send CeeDee Lamb into motion. 5, 4, 3. Drops back to pass. And gets pressure and throws at the feet of Tolbert. Get a little pressure there by Trey Henderson. So on for a field goal is Brandon Aubrey. Try to get the lead. Like I said, it's pretty much a chip shot field goal for him. It's about like a 40. Let's see. I think it's like a 42 yarder. 35. I was completely wrong. Sorry. 35-yard field goal from the right hash. Take a 3-point lead. Kick is up and kick is good. Okay. 10-7, 6:23 left to go in the second quarter. And I will be talking about the Bengals drafts the last couple years. Let's see here. Let me look at draft history. There we go. Thank you, Pro Football Reference, because it shows. I like the way that it's like positioned. It's like you can easily slide through. All right, so last year, of course, like Maris Mims talked about that. Jermaine Burton, like both. Well, Lou was higher than on him than I was. The problems with his attitude like concern me a little bit, but his athletic prowess is still there, so still potential for him. But right now he's still like 3 or 4 like behind Andre. Um, Nobody else really. Like I said, we talked about Christian, let's talk about McLean Jackson, Amaris Mims, like has potential. Like I had him, I think either 5 or 6. Cause like I think like there's potential because he has like the length and whatnot. But goodness gracious, no. Miles Murphy, I absolutely despise Miles Murphy, and I've been proven right. He has not been good. That's a waste of a pick at 28, no less. The first round pick, 28, has done absolutely nothing. Gotten 3 sacks. That's it. DJ Turner has been nothing of note really. Jordan Battle kind of seems way like they've been okay, but nothing like too special. Charlie Jones is a great returner, but that's not much. Chase Brown, like I said, he was 5th round pick. Andre, like I said, he's been at times he's been really good as a third wide receiver. So like there's a little bit there. Here we go. Daxton Hill. I did not like that pick for them, and has not been working out at all. But then you have Cam Taylor Britt, who I think is actually like this is the one that I would say is a good draft in the last 3 years, the last 3 seasons, last 3 drafts. Cam Taylor Britt is a good corner. I'll give you that. But outside of that, there's nothing else that's really given me anything like, okay, you know what? Yes, absolutely, this person is going to be really good for us. I mean, Cordell Volson has not been, like, he hasn't been anything to really, like, gawk out. Like, he's a starter, but it's those kind of things that I'm saying that after the amazing draft of 2021, where you had Jamar Chase, you had Osai, who's been well, you had Evan McPherson, who unfortunately is getting hurt a little bit, but you can't have good teams when you don't have good depth. And the last 3 drafts have not provided the Bengals with any good depth, and that's why I have a little bit of concerns for them. Kickoff's underway, and it's going to be actually, no, return to the one. It's a 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, down to about the 36-yard line. It's Khalil Herbert. Great return by him. Be first down 10 for the 36-yard line. Cowboys are up 10-7. But like that, I'm hoping the Bengals have a good draft because otherwise, like, it's going to be really, really hard for them because you can't just have a good draft like 4 or 5, even 6 years ago, and then just only be able to pay those players and then not build through the draft. That's just unrealistic. It's first down 10. Joe Burrow under center with Chase Brown in the backfield. Gets to Jamar Chase in a motion over to the left, actually to the right, and hands off to Chase Brown, who gains about 3 yards there. So be second down 7. I'm trying to think who's had a worst. 3-season stretch as far as like drafts. Because now they kind of perked up my ears talking about like you'll start to have like your 5th-year options talked about. So I'll have to look at it. Who's had a worse stretch? 2nd down 7. Joe Burrow drops back to pass out a shotgun, throws something incomplete. Hit T Higgins right in the hands, and he just drops it. He turns before he actually secures it. So that's the problem. But that's crazy. They're showing Joe Burrow's Batmobile. 5:34 left to go in the second quarter. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 after that drop by T Higgins from a 39-yard line. Joe Burrow drops back to pass. Getting with pressure, steps in the pocket, and is going to throw on the run. It's going to be caught. That's going to be 40. Down to the 38-yard line is Andre Yoshivas, the one that I was talking about. Princeton, or was it Yale? I think it was Princeton. But Ivy League either way. Like I said, he's a good third wide receiver that I'll give them him, and I'll give them Chase Brown as being and Cam Britt. In 3 years, you have 3 pretty good players. 1st down 10 from the other 39-yard line. Joe Burrow in a pistol with Chase Brown behind him. Going to be a hand, flash and pass. And Joe Burrow takes the shot, and it's going to be a great grab by Jamar Chase up to the 24-yard line. 1st down 10 for the Bengals. 4:44 left to go in the second quarter. All right, so 1st down 10 for the 24. Empty set for Joe Burrow. Play close at 5. 4. Drops by the pass. And quickly throws out to Mike Gesicki, who gets up to 20 and is undercut, but down to about the 19. So getting about 5. 2nd down 5. 4 minutes left to go in the second quarter. I didn't even know they were doing the NBA Cup apparently this week. I don't pay attention to the NBA, unfortunately. Anyways, 2nd down 5 for the Bengals. From the 19-yard line, shotgun formation, Chase Brown to the left, drops back to pass, quickly throws out a screen to Chase Brown, who's going to get the sideline. 10, 5, and a touchdown for Chase Brown. Unfortunately, the ref got absolutely obliterated, and Chase Brown jumps up in the Salvation Army pot. Good on him. Wait, they're saying he stepped out of bounds? No, they're saying he stepped out of bounds to the 6-yard line. No, he's in. He's out at the. Oh wait, hold a second. That's close. That is close. It would be at the 3. It wouldn't be at the 6. Okay. He's in right there. I think he's in. I think that's a touchdown. It is by the slimmest of margins that his right foot gets down. That's some green right there. That is that is so close. That is so close, but I'm pretty sure he's in. Like regardless if they count that as in or not, he is not at the 6-yard line. He's at least at the 3. That's so close though. That is so close. Hopefully it's not gonna take too long. I'll get set up as far as like maybe they might have make a list of it. Worst 3-year stretches of NFL draft maybe Raiders? No, that's not would be right. I might have to look at it. Yeah, I might probably look at it. All right, so let me think. Panthers have been decent enough at drafting, but I can talk about it. I guess I can talk about the Panthers drafts. Um, let's see. Okay, so like, of course, you say like this year, like is a lot more developmental. Obviously, Jonathan Brooks unfortunately gets hurt. He's able to get more of like developmental. Trayvon Wallace should have been developmental, but now he's been playing a lot more because like Shaq Thompson got hurt. Jatavius Sanders looked good, and then fortunately he got upended and landed on his head, but he looks pretty good. But I won't count any of these just yet. Bryce Young can definitely be checked on as being like a quality quarterback, though, yes, I totally understand that it is only been a few weeks ago that we were very concerned that he might not be. But I think we can say that he is a good quality draft. And then the 2022, Ike Ekwonu is absolutely a good tackle. Cade May is an absolutely a good center. Both of them are starting for us right now. So I would say that the Panthers are close enough. So they do count as a touchdown, thankfully. Cade York on for the extra point. And kick is up, and it is going to be good. So it is 14-10, 3:30 remaining second quarter. So yes, I would say Panthers is up there. Let's see, what's another bad team in the last couple of years as far as like draft wise? Bucks have been pretty good. Saints have been good. Well, Saints has ups and downs, but I'll give them better than the Panthers. I'm just going by division now. Falcons. Ooh. Outside of like the first round picks, have they really been good? I gotta look it up now. I gotta look it up because I might be forgetting people. Because like obviously, like we talk about first round picks, and within the last 3 years has been Drake London and Bijan. So Arnold Ebiketie, I would agree. Would say Tyler Algier. Like I said, yeah, they're good. Um, but it's not by much. Chaos about to ensue. I'm trying to think who else would also be bad at drafting. I'm playing games, but it got your stream up. Thank you so much, Dobie. I'm watching the Simpsons version. Let me know how that is. Like I said, I know like I didn't watch the Toy Story one from last year. Like I said, it was the Falcons Jaguars. I watched the aftermath because like I don't know something about um, that I just do not really care that much about. I guess is the best way to put it. Um, and so I've basically like that's a better angle. They should have showed that angle before. I don't know. I don't care that much about it. First down 10. Going to be a shotgun formation. Drops by the pass. Has got plenty of time. Throws across middle and almost picked off by Jordan Battle. Second down 10. 3:26 left in the second quarter. As much as I wish the rest of the division was bad, I'm happy for Bryce. Thank you. I don't think he deserves the hate. I've had more faith in Bryce than I do my own quarterback. Well, I think part of it is also the fact that Bryce started from such a bad, low bar that now that he's been playing well, or even just like decent enough, like people are going to be a little bit higher than that than someone who's proven to be good, and that is Kirk. We hand off to Rico Dowdle, who gets about 4 yards there. Nice gain. Third down 6 from the 34-yard line. Because he's always been just good. He's never been elite. Sometimes he'll be great. But for the most part, he is a good quarterback that gets paid a little bit more than he probably should. And you paid for that dearly because he's coming off injury and he's not been the same guy. He was in the Bucks game, but outside of that, no. Third down 6, and that is a false start by Ferguson, unfortunately. So that's going to back him up to be third down and 11. Matthew Bergeron was a gem from last year's second round. Yeah, I wanted Matthew Bergeron. I was trying to see if I was going to wait until the end of the year to give my my analysis of him, because he was a guy that we were going to go after. But instead we went for Jonathan Mingo, which was frustrating to say the least. But I know that's who we were between, and that I believe you picked him right before we had a chance. Third and 11, shotgun formation, get a little pressure, and is going to get sacked. Cooper Rush cannot move to save his life. Goodness, that's Joseph Asai with a sack, and 2:20 left to go in the second quarter. Probably go to a 2-minute warning, and the Bengals, who are by 4, can add a little bit more. I think they got all 3 timeouts. But yeah, Joseph Asai just straight up swim moved Tyler Smith. Nothing really there. I don't know how the heck that happened. But yeah, Matthew Bergeron is a great pick. I will say this: Chris Lindstrom is a really good guard, absolutely, and sometimes he's elite. But when he first, I'll tell the story. When he first got paid, because Luke told me he got paid, I was like, really? I was like, because I didn't really watch that many Falcons games in depth, especially with Chris Lindstrom. But every single time that I watched the Falcons versus Panthers, Derek Brown would obliterate Chris Lindstrom one-on-one. Like, anytime it was one-on-one, Chris Lindstrom could not handle Derek Brown. So that's the reason why I didn't think that much of him. But literally, outside of whenever he plays the Panthers, he would be playing really well. But when he was playing Derek Brown, he was getting absolutely handed. Like he could not block him one-on-one. So that's the reason why, initially I was like, I don't know why he's getting all that much. And then Luke was like, look at his pro football his pro football focus score, and I was like, okay, well that makes a little more sense now. I guess I just haven't been watching those games, but I was trying to think who else was it that has been bad at drafting the last couple of years. Raiders could be one. Actually, look at the Raiders. This is piquing my interest. I thought about making videos about how bad drafts can ruin your star players because they don't have good depth. They don't have good surrounding area, good surround. How about I said surround system? A good system around him. Let's see, Vegas Raiders draft. I said Brock Bowers, absolutely stud. I mean, kind of knew that going in. Let's see here. Jackson Powers Johnson is good, even though there was that bad snap. But then again, I think part of that was also the whistle was blown, so he didn't actually go after the ball. He was upset about that. Let's see. Tyree Wilson, I did not like that pick at all. I was surprised about that. Terrible. Byron Young, not really. Trey Tucker has moments. Aiden O'Connell has had his moments, but he's not good. Michael Mayer is a good tight end in the sense of being an actual tight end, because Brock Bowers is more of a big slot tight end than he is tight end, traditional sense. And then 2022, I mean, you kind of put yourself in a hole because you had your top pick was a 3rd round pick. So punt is away, and it is a booming kick Return about the 33-yard line. 40, cuts back into the 45, and that's where we start. First down 10 for the 45-yard line for the Bengals, and they have all 3 timeouts. But 2022 is absolutely abysmal. I mean, at least you got Zamir White, which has been not the best, but I remember how many people. Oh, there were so many people who were like, "Oh, it's Zamir White season." I was like, oh, "Okay, if that's what you believe." I'm pretty sure there were some people who picked Samir White before Chuba Hubbard, which is hilarious to think about because Chuba was so far down, like fantasy wise, because people just assumed that Jonathan Brooks was going to take over. First down 10 for the 45-yard line. Joe Burrow in a shotgun formation sends Yoshivash over to the right. Drops back to pass, and it's going to throw across the middle. It's going to be Jamar Chase, 50 up to the 45, down to about the 44-yard line. First down 10 for the Bengals. 140 left to go in the second quarter. You know how Mike Evans hasn't had a good game against Marshawn Lattimore in forever. That's Lindstrom against Jerry Brown. That's kind of fair. That's fair. Yeah, I guess you just know each other and just like it's usually like one of those kind of things. Throws and it's gonna be Yoshivas up to the 40, down to the 8 and the 38-yard line. He was down before that fumble, so it's gonna be a second down and about 4 or 5 there. But yeah, that's a good analogy there, Emmanuel. I'm trying to think of another good one like of NFC South past. Throws a little bit of a duck there, but still caught by Jamar Chase and gets down to about the 22-yard line. First down 10 for the Bengals. I mean, they're just easily going down the field. 52 seconds remain, and they call a first timeout. What's another one? Julio Jones gets the whole Panthers secondary. That was always a tragic one for us, for sure. Like I said, it's more so just Julio Jones just doing really, really well. James Bradbury had 1 year where he locked up like Micah Thomas when he's still good. Um, Mike Evans, Julio Jones. I'm trying to think what stretch that was. Was that 2018? I'm trying to think what stretch that was where James Bradbury went off. It might have been contract year 2019, but like for like 8 weeks straight, he was having like what Mitchell was having as like his rookie year. He was having that kind of like he was on the number one. He was absolutely shutting them down, and then we let him go, and then he was just okay, which is kind of crazy. We've had 2 really good shutdown corners. We just let them go, and then they'll be okay at the next place they go to. Like he was just okay for the Giants. Josh Norman was just okay for the Redskins at the time. Like I don't know. Like I feel like we're gonna re-sign J.C. Horn. J.C. Horn seems to think that we're gonna re-sign him too. So I guess they've had like those kind of conversations because he seems like he wants to be a part of the culture that we're starting to build. So that's what I'm so happy for. One of the things that people were upset about when we re-signed Chuba Hubbard was like, we already signed, Miles Sanders. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of resources going to running backs, which is fair, but it shows like, hey, if you come and you perform well, you're homegrown talent, we're going to pay you. We're going to reward you for that, and that's a good thing to have. Like you might not like the way that we're moving money to certain positions, but if it's a really good player and it's a homegrown player, it's a good precedent for the players that come in, whether that be like lowly free agents that are trying to get themselves like a roster spot because they believe like, oh crap, you know what? If I show up and I perform, I can get paid. It shows like the rookie class that are coming in, like you know what? If I show up and I work and I do well, I'm gonna get paid. So first down 10 for the 22-yard line. Shotgun formation with Chase Brown to the left. They were showing the graphic of Micah Parsons not really being able to do anything, which is surprising because I thought he would be doing a lot more. Throws for the end zone and incomplete almost. Another touchdown, Jamar Chase. Trayvon Diggs, another great play by him. So second down 10, 47 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Um, but yeah, I I probably will do it next week. Last year when Frank Reich got fired, we pretty much eliminated from the playoffs. I made a Panthers like breakdown of like what I kind of see going into the offseason since the season was kind of done. Next week we would have a lot to have to go for us for in order for us to not be eliminated. Wow, great return, not great return, but great cutback by Chase Brown. He's going to gain about 3 yards there, but basically was going to be a loss of 2. Cuts back across the field to the right, and it's going to be still third down 7, 37 seconds remaining second quarter. But regardless, it will set up Cade York for a good field goal if they can't get anything right here. It'll be on the right. It'll be on the right hash. So 14-10, not as many points as I thought it was going to be, but I'm hoping that it will open up in the second half. But like there's some certain things that are surprising. Talking about the Michael Parsons, thought he would be doing a lot more pressure. They're starting to kind of line him inside, but when he's on the edge, they're pretty much putting like tackles and of course, putting tackles, putting tight ends and running backs to kind of help chip. Like they're making sure he does not get any kind of pressure. So third down 7 from the 19-yard line. Split shot for the Bengals here with 2 tight ends. Drops back a pass. He's got time, throws, and that's going to be way over the head of Jamar Chase. I don't know what happened there. Like Jamar Chase was open, but just a little bit overthrow by Joe Burrow there. So a field goal kick by Cade York. We can't even get some good offense in this mid-off. That's what I'm saying. Like I was expecting like good, like I said, like he has. I don't know. I guess Joe Burrow thought he was going to get deeper and go for the end zone, but like, all right, 37-yard field goal attempt. Let's see if he makes it from the right hash. And kick is up, and kick is right. Ooh, it's good. Curve really late, but it's going to be 17-10. 30 seconds left to go the second quarter, and Cowboys will start off the ball in the second half, so I guess they're probably just going to kneel this one. But yeah, I was really hoping for more. What did I just touch? Okay, I didn't do anything. Like my stomach was like hitting the button. Well, not the button, but my mouse pad. Cade York going to boot this ball away. Like I said, I still think it's a good game, but it's not as much offense as I thought it was going to be. So hopefully that changes. But I mean, I guess I makes a little more sense why they're showing the cheerleaders, but I'd rather you not. Now I don't really care. Kick way out of bounds. So it's gonna be first down 10 from the 30-yard line. Cowboys, like I said, probably just gonna kneel it. So. Whew. But yeah, like I said, if I got to double check. Actually, you know what? Let me double check right now while we got nothing going on. I'm gonna double check and see if I get that game in my. Oh no, actually, going to run a play. Okay, so shotgun formation from the 30-yard line. I mean, they have fall through tunnel, so I guess why not? Bunch to the right. Drops back to pass and get a little pressure from Trey Henderson. Be a check down basically, gets out of bounds, but 5 yards and 6 seconds. 6 seconds have ticked away. So good on you. You got 5 yards. 24 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Like Cowboys, I mean, you got all 3 timeouts, so you can get in field goal range. Shotgun formation with Lipke to his left. Drops back to pass and throws across the middle and almost picked off by Jermaine Pratt. Oh, that would have been nice. On Ferguson, gets inside leverage and almost picked off. I mean, he also threw it inside, which is another thing too. If you're throwing it out, don't throw inside. I mean, unless like it's like a flat zone, which you shouldn't be throwing that out anyways. Anyways, it's third down 5 from the 35-yard line. Shotgun formation with Lipke to the left, trips to the left, draws back to pass, and steps to the pocket. Rolls up to his right, throws, and incomplete. Almost picked off once again. 15 seconds remaining, and punt is about to go underway. That was two very dangerous throws by Cooper Rush there. Like, if you throw an interception there, then the Bengals are in good field position because they're like led to like the 35, the 40-yard line. Booming punt, and it's going to be returned at about the 14-yard line, 15, and there's already a flag on the field because of a hold. It's like 3 seconds remaining, but the penalty is going to back him up anyways, so it is going to be, there's a block in the back on the return team. Figures on the return team, but that, like, he, like, skyrocketed that flag. So, probably kneel down here. But while we're doing that, let me check and see. I tried to look earlier, but it kept up to like paid programming, and I was like, there's no way that they're just not going to show either one of the Fox games. They could. I hope they don't, because I would like to stream that game. Because like StreamYard wasn't working for me on Sunday, so like I literally had to. Talk about info. Yeah. I literally had to just like kept on like refreshing Safari, just looking at like, because I don't have Twitter or anything like that. So I'm like, okay, what happened here? Okay, this is what happened here. Okay, this is what happened here. And that's how I was able to do it, and then like watch a little bit here and there. It just says pay program. You're not even going to show the game. Come on. There's no way. Fox. Well, I guess then I will not be streaming the Cowboys Panthers game. That ticks me off. They're not going to show a single game. Well, that would have been nice. But, it is what it is. So I guess I'll have a little more time on Sunday. We're going to halftime. Like I said, 17-10. Still a good game, but I want some more offense. I don't really have like fantasy implications, so it doesn't really matter that much to me. But I do want the Bengals to win. Like I said, it looks terrible now, but I had 38-27. So if Bengals score 21 and the Cowboys score 17, that's possible in the second half, but I don't think it's going to happen. But like I said, I truly thought it was going to be a lot more offense. There hasn't been. Jamar Chase has pretty much been the one catalyst for the Bengals team. Like, literally, T. Higgins has been targeted, but there's one that was a good play on by Trayvon Diggs. But for the most part, he's just had drops. Like, there was that second down that there were, like, literally, he turns his head before he's actually secured the catch, and it probably would have been like at least like a 2-yard gain. Might have been the first down, maybe like third and like 2, but he just drops it. So it's been mainly just Jamar Chase, which like you kind of knew going in. I mean, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase has been on another like on a tear as of recently. But Chase Brown gets himself a touchdown as well. Um, they're doing a lot of screens to him as well, and it's been successful. But you're hoping that T Higgins has a little more in the second half because so far it's not been good for him. And then on the Cowboys side, like I said, it's pretty much CeeDee Lamb and Rico Dallas had a pretty good game so far. They're showing the Simpsons thing with throwing the ball to CeeDee Lamb. Like I said, I don't know what it is. It's just something about like just seeing the different like animation things. I don't know. It just seems weird to me because I don't like when ESPN does the ESPN graphics thing, like during like where there's like a little bit of break time. I don't really like those ones either. So I guess that might be it because it's very similar, but I don't know. As far as like defensive wise, they showed how like Micah Parsons had like three pressures and that was about it. Like no sacks or anything like that. Um, they've been moving him around to try to see what's going to be the best matchup. Like I said, once they showed the three pressures, he was pass rush from the inside. Um, that was very commendable for the Bengals, like not allowing Micah Parsons to ruin their night because offensive lines obviously has been an issue for the Bengals. But if you watch enough, you know my problems that I have with Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons is an athletic freak that uses athleticism against subpar opponents and shows and makes them look silly. Absolutely. But when it comes to run stuffing, he has a problem with that because of his size. And sometimes he will. I'm trying to think the best way to put this. Sometimes he'll freelance, kind of like what Jonathan Grenard would do for the Texans, that would frustrate Texans fans. But Micah Parsons has a lot more um, popularity that doesn't really get called out that much for it. And so there's a reason why, like, I've said before that you pay the kind of people like TJ Watt and Myles Garrett who are good at both as far as run defense and getting after the quarterback on a consistent basis. But sometimes Micah Parsons will like disappear. And so that's the reason why like I know that he's the next one that's going to get paid, but I wouldn't pay him what TJ Watt and what Myles Garrett are getting paid. What's your reaction to the college football playoff ranking? Oh, I'm sure we can both be happy Bama didn't get in. So I'm okay with it because um, even though Luke isn't, because Luke's a Bama fan, I tried to explain it with the fact that losing to Oklahoma is not the only reason why you missed the playoffs, but it's a very big catalyst for showing how they're going to determine how the playoff rankings go. So obviously, if you're Bama, you need SMU to beat Clemson. That didn't happen. SMU made it a close game. And so you can be like, well, the ACC is not as strong as the SEC, which, you have every right to say that because obviously, based on prior precedent, that the SEC has tried to earn a reputation of being a champion. You can fully say that. The problem is that Alabama's out of conference schedule was not the best. So there's something there. And the fact that, yes, your one big win out of conference was Wisconsin team that's 6-6. They played other teams well. They still didn't beat them. Like they played Oregon well, but they still didn't beat them. So it shows a little bit, but you lost to a 6-6 Vanderbilt that is better, but you still lost to them in their home stadium. You lost to Oklahoma 24-3, and both Vanderbilt and Oklahoma's wins against you made them bowl eligible. And you lost to Oklahoma in their home stadium as well. And then you also lost. I keep on showing the first 3 minutes, so I'm kind of getting distracted by that too. But you also lost to Tennessee at Tennessee. So in your three losses, they were away from your home stadium. Your only three big wins were also in your home stadium: Georgia, South Carolina, that you barely beat South Carolina, and also The other top 10 win, other top 25 win they had. So I can't remember if they played Ole Miss. Did they play Ole Miss? But regardless of what, basically what I was saying is that you had really bad losses. For SMU, they weren't bad losses. They were basically a combined score of 6 points. They lost to, obviously, like I said, they lost to BYU, which is a very quality opponent, and they also lost to Clemson. Both very close games, and so they didn't have like those really bad losses. So as soon as the chair said the week the week leading up to conference championships, where he said that they were not going to punish those who were playing in a conference championship, I knew that unless SMU got absolutely obliterated, they were going to be in the playoffs, and that's what happened. And so I wasn't surprised when it happened. I will say, like, this is the first year of the 12-team playoffs. So there's going to be some tweaks that are going to have to have. Like, I think automatic bids are good because that's what you have with the college basketball. It's what you still have with other teams. If you win your conference, I feel like you should be compensated with at least a shot. Like, I was trying to make the point of, like, okay, what if, beginning of the year you're kind of struggling and then you make a late season surge, you win your conference, and you're like one of like the hottest teams, but you still have two bad losses. Well, then I think that you should at least have like that shot because we've seen it time and time again. I know there are some people who want to say like Boise State's going to get absolutely obliterated and Arizona State's going to be absolutely obliterated. My only problem with that is you're saying as if it's a certified fact that teams that don't come from the Big Ten, that don't come to SEC, are just not good. That's not true. You're also discounting the fact that maybe you might be upset because of you not being prepared, or that coach having a really good game plan against you, or it could just be that maybe they are really good. Like, talk about it, like it's a little bit different with basketball than it is with football, but NC State last year would not have made it into the NCAA championship, into the NCAA tournament, if they had not won the conference. Same thing for Texas A&M. Both of them went on a little bit of a run. Now NC State made a little bit more of a run, but it's still a great story that people could have followed behind, just like how you have with Arizona State and Boise State. Great stories you can follow behind, but it also is a good enough team that going into the home stretch of the season, if they're able to win their conference, they should have a shot. Now, I don't think that you should have an automatic first round bye if you're a conference champion. I think that can be a little bit tweaked because it kind of screws off a little. It kind of screws some people over, but it would make it harder for like who. How do you determine who would be a first round bye? So that would be a little bit of some problems, but it could be worked out. Other thing too that I said was this is the craziest year of college football since probably not quite 2007, but like it's kind of like that way of outside of Oregon, there's no undefeated team. But like I said, besides Oregon, everyone else has plenty of flaws. So like it's hard to determine who's going to be the absolute best team. Like last year, top 12 teams of the final college football playoff, like all of them could have made it in, and I'd be fine because they were all with 2 losses. Everyone else outside of that was with 9 losses, and they didn't have that much of a way of room to complain. That's mainly where I was kind of going from. Is like it's a odd year for the college football playoff because it's the first year that this scenario happened. So they were always going to make someone upset, but I think that they did the best possible they could do as far as like rewarding those who wanted who made it to the conference championships, and also not screwing over the ACC for the second straight year, letting in Alabama. So I'm not a Bama hater. I'm an Auburn fan, but I'm not a Bama hater. Most of my friends know that who are Bama fans. I'll give them their flowers. But when you totally discredit what other people have done because you are Bama, that's when you're wrong. So, long story short, I like what they did. I'm excited for the matchups, especially Indiana versus Notre Dame. That's what I really wanted. And I think there is still a shot that Penn State, though they might have one of the easiest, they might have one of the most easiest paths that everybody's talking about. But no one is giving the fact that Penn State could legitimately lose to SMU. They literally can. Because I do not trust Penn State to save my life. I can't do it. I never have, never will. SMU has a shot. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. But I'm ready for football where anything can go, and very unpredictable. And it's very, very invigorating that there's not like a lot of the same old boys. It's like Clemson's in, but it's like a different kind of Clemson. Alabama's not in. Ohio State's in, but they also have a rough. They also have a rough road ahead. Like, there's a lot of new blood in the college football playoff that I'm excited to see how they do in the playoff games. So we're back after that long rant about the college football playoff. So thank you for that question. Kickoff's underway, and that's a booming kick. Gonna be first down 10 from the 30-yard line for the Cowboys. Down 17-10. But yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about the college football playoffs. I tell you what, though, I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think that Georgia is that good. I think they're good, but they've been battle tested, and also see how Carson Beck's injury is. But if they somehow play in the national championship in Mercedes-Benz Stadium and lose again, oh, first down 10 from the 30-yard line. Cooper Rush throws on the run, and unfortunately, Jalen Tolbert could not haul it in. It would have been a first down, but right off his fingertips, well, actually, right off his hands, it didn't really hit fingertips. It was a catchable pass. And so it'll be second down 10. Unlike Penn State. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Penn State, like you just can't trust James Franklin. Like, he was really good at Vanderbilt, and he has had really good seasons at Penn State. But when it comes down to it, he is not able to actually finish it off. And until he's able to show his coaching prowess and show, like, hey, this is different Penn State, I'm not going to trust you. Second down 10. Cooper Rush throws off the sideline, and great catch by Brandon Cooks. A little bit of a pass interference by number 28 on the Bengals. So it's going to be first down 10 for the Cowboys. Okay, what the heck was that? How do you feel about Georgia beating Texas? I don't trust them to start, but they finished the job. I was actually picking Georgia to beat Texas. Some Auburn fans of mine were saying, how could you root for Georgia to win the SEC championship game? And the only reason why I could say I was is because I did not want Texas. I'll talk about it in a little bit. First down 10 from the 35-yard line. Cooper Rush under center. Two tight ends to the right. Going to be handoff to Rico Dowdle, who's going to get about 3 yards there. Nice gain. Second down 7. But I did not want Texas, who had a cookie-cutter schedule. Like, yes, you had to go to Michigan. We still thought Michigan was really, really good. They're still a good team. They're not great. Your SEC schedule, outside of Georgia and outside of Florida, was quite literally the bottom SEC standings. Like, quite literally, like outside of Auburn, too, we didn't play Texas. Reversed by Turpin, who gets upended. Be third down 2. Nice gain about 5 yards there, but still third and 2. But, like, Texas did not have to play any of the hard teams in the SEC outside of Georgia. And it was at your home stadium, no less. That's what ticked me off. Like, I could understand if, like, Oklahoma had to go to Auburn and they had Alabama come to their place. Like, that's two, bigger SEC schools. Now, Auburn's not all that good this year, but still two bigger SEC schools that you had to go against. Gonna be a nice catch by Brandon Cooks up to the 40-yard line, first down 10 for the Cowboys. But that's the reason why I didn't want Texas to win. I think Texas was like when they were um, getting a little bit pressure on them. Oh, it was actually that was Turpin. Sorry, Turpin with the catch. Um, they floundered, so that's the reason why I couldn't trust them. I trusted Georgia to get things done, and they didn't fail me. So at least that happened. First down 10 for the 41-yard line. And also, it would have been upsetting if Texas could be like, yeah, we came to the SEC and we dominated. No. Going to be flat play action pass. Cooper Rush checks it down to, is that Ferguson? No, Shoemaker. Up to about the 32-yard line. Great catch and run by Shoemaker. But he's second down at about 2. 12:28 left to go in the third quarter. But yeah, like I said, I think it's depending on how Carson Beck is will depend on how Georgia will do in the playoffs. They at least have the first round bye, so they have some time. But I don't know if you trust Gunnar Stockton to really and truly carry your Georgia team. All right, second down 2 from the 33-yard line. Going to be handoff to Rico Dowdle, who's going to try the right side up to 30, up to 25, 20, up to 15, 10, and down at about the 6-yard line. First and goal for the Cowboys. I do love what the Cowboys have found in Rico Dowdle. That's good for them. They desperately need some kind of running attack. I mean, like I said, this is against the Bengals, who have atrocious run defense. But still, you're able to get some kind of rushing yards. You've been able to get that last couple of weeks as well. I'm really happy for him. Because I do like Rico Dowdle. That actually marked him at the 6-yard line. So first and goal from the 6. Ezekiel Elliott to the right of Cooper Rush in a shotgun. Going to send CeeDee Lamb in motion over to the right, motion back out. 2, 1, barely gets it off. Hand off to Ezekiel Elliott, who's going to get down to about the 4-yard line. It's getting about 2, second and goal from the 4. I'm getting a little bit like, I've been drinking my root beer a little bit, and I don't know. I don't think it's like my voice, but just something feels bad. Still feels weird about my throat, like a tickling sensation. It's just like I might be having a sore throat. I hope not. Second goal from the 3-yard line. Like I don't feel like I do, but it feels awkward. I don't know how to describe it. Shotgun formation with Zeke Elliott to the left. Drops back to pass. Cooper Rush got all done. Throws for the end zone as a touchdown to Brandon Cooks. However, there is a flag. I think it's against the Bengals. Yes, it's a touchdown. Okay, so it's a flag against the Bengals. Not going to matter. It's going to be 17-16. Yep. Penalty decline. So 10:32 remaining in the third quarter, and it's about to be a tied-up game. Great drive to start off the half by the Cowboys. Oh, yeah. It's a tug, and then also, like, Newton had a bad hand placement, so that's going to be called either way. So you think it's extra point? Goodness gracious. That's going to be terrible if I lose my voice. Because I haven't really been talking that much. I don't think. Kick is up, and kick is good. So it is 17-17, 10:32, like I said, in the left and third quarter. And I'm hoping we start getting some points. Please, Bengals, start scoring some touchdowns. Hey, on a quarter drive. Hey, young boy heart. Play some Toby Keith. I'm trying to remember what I was looking up before. I think I was talking about bad drafting in the last 3 drafts. I'm trying to think who else would have been up there with bad drafts. Definitely not Texans or Colts. I'm going through the South. I already did NFC South. Jags. Not kind of. Hold on a second. Let me look at the Jaguars. All-time draft picks. Nope. There we go. young boy heart. Dang it, I got the song so bad. There are certain times where I just get like all stuck in my head. Like I said, Brian Thomas Jr. You could say is a pretty stud. Like he's about to get 1,000 yards as long as he has like 150 left to get there. The rest, I mean, it's still like rookie class, so it's not really able to be determined. 2023, Levis will tank Bigsby, of course. So I will say that's success because I want it to be, but also it kind of is. Parker Washington could be, but he just hasn't gotten really a lot of chances. And then 2022, Trayvon Walker has developed into a really good edge. Obviously, you could have Aiden Hutchinson, but Trayvon Walker's still good. And that's the reason why I don't think, like, people are going to say he's a bust. No, he's not a bust. He's still good. Devin Lloyd has developed into a really good linebacker in year 3. Took him a little while, but I think he's pretty good now. Outside of that, no. But I think I would still say that I'll probably say the Jaguars probably had it better than the Panthers, which is I hate the fact that's probably true. Let's see. So Jacksonville, Titans. Let's look at the Titans. So I'm pretty sure they probably had a little bit more. But if I'm correct, there is one particular player that would drag this down, and I believe it is their first round pick from 2022. Am I correct? Is Isaiah Wilson 2022? No, that was 2021. 2022 was Traylon Burks. But no, it wasn't. Was that 2020? No, it was 2020's Isaiah Wilson. I thought that was a lot closer than it was. But yeah, no. Titans definitely have it better than the Panthers. Oh well. All right, back to the game. 4 touchbacks will be first down 10 for the 30-yard line. They're showing the passing yards now. Joe Burrow's had a pretty good night, 207 for 2 touchdowns. Cooper Rush, 131, 2 touchdowns and interception. I think that we'll be closer to that 250 after this drive, hopefully. So first down 10 for the 30-yard line. Joe Burrow under center with Chase Brown in the backfield. 2 tight ends to the right. Going to send Jamar Chase into motion over to the left. Going to be a play action pass. He's got all day throw and throws a little bit of floater, and it's going to be caught by Jamar Chase. Trayvon Diggs on the coverage for about 8 yards. It's going to be second down and 2. Emmanuel, I think you're still good. I don't think that Jamar Chase is going to get 35 more than CeeDee Lamb. But he has been getting, like, a lot of catches. Like, a lot of catches. So, I'm not going to be concerned right now. But if there's a big play, I'll be kind of concerned. He's got 8 receptions so far. And it's kind of only really in the second half. A nice cutback by Chase Brown. Gets up to about the 48-yard line. Great gain and first down and 10 for the Bengals. See, I like that. I like they're using some zone because it's really beneficial for Chase Brown. Chase Brown, he's got really good cutbacks. I mean, obviously, like his speed is what people talk about. And, like, if you're able to cut on the dime and change direction, like, basically, like, you know, get that acceleration, like, that's very hard for defenses to kind of adjust to. So I would be surprised if they don't continue to go back to that zone read run game. First down 10 from about the 47. Joe Burrow's got all day throws across the middle, and that's going to be caught by Jamar Chase. Gain of about 6 there. Second down and 4. 9:05 left going in the third quarter. 17 all. I'm doing good fantasy wise, still up 21, so I'm not stressing. That's what I'm saying. Like, as long as no other big plays happen, you should feel pretty confident. But like I said, he is getting a lot of catches. All right, 8:35 to go in the third quarter. I formation from the 47-yard line. Going to be a play action pass. Getting a little bit of pressure, sidesteps. Sidesteps again, Micah Parsons, and throws on the run, and it's going to be incomplete. Great job by Joe Burrow there, getting out of pressure. Yeah, he sidesteps Digazua. Digazua beats is that who's that? Kappa, and then great job by avoiding pressure by Micah Parsons. All right, so third down and 4, 8:22 left to go in the third. Shotgun formation for Joe Burrow with two tight ends by his side. Drops back and pass, and he's got time, throws, and it's going to be caught once again. None other than Jamar Chase. I mean, like, it is like comeback season on these Cowboys. Like, literally, it's just a whole bunch of comebacks. Yeah, Diggs is playing Higgins pretty well. And then, I mean, if you put Damian Lewis on Jamar Chase, like it's literally going to be, it's 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 much game over from there. They had to try to put Deron Bland on him or Trayvon Diggs, one of the two. Just don't put Damian Lewis because it's not working. Going to be a zone run by Jace Brown. Gets about 7 yards there. Like he almost broke that one free too. Second down and 3. 7:30 left to go in the third quarter. Like I said, still 17-17, but the Bengals are driving. And Micah Parsons gives himself a little bit of a breather. Joe Burrow under center. Going to be second down and 4 from the 33-yard line. Chase Brown in the backfield. Got some Jamar chasing the motion over to the left. And Joe Burrow is supposed to be a screen, but unfortunately, it was all covered up. So it's going to be third and 4, 7:01 left to go to the third. Never mind, I'm stressing now. No lead is safe facing Chase. That's what I'm saying. Like, the running back was right there. What are you talking about? On a screen, you got that far down the field? Cordell Volson, a ligament downfield. Let's see how far he get downfield. It's like it was barely even a screen at that. Let's see here. All right, left guard. Okay, you fake, you fake, you fake. Yeah. Yeah, he got down a little bit too far. Second down and 9. Going to be from the 38-yard line. Pistol formation. Going to be a play action pass. Joe Burrow's got all day to throw. Throws across the middle, and it's going to be picked off by Malik Hooker at the 16 and tackled by Jamar Chase. Oh, goodness. You had plenty of opportunity, and you're squandering it. Was it someone in the not in the right spot or just an overthrow? Let me check that. Let's see that one again. Yes, overthrow, and it's a pick. It absolutely is a pick. Missed opportunities. So Emmanuel, at least he's not touched on by Jamar Chase. So I think you're good. If it like literally if CD gets a for sure touchdown, then you're definitely good. They're showing the biopic commercial for a complete unknown, the Bob Dylan one. I don't know, like I haven't watched a couple of the other biopics. Like I haven't watched Elvis yet. I didn't watch Priscilla, which is kind of yeah. I haven't watched Rocket Man. That was one that I've wanted to, but I haven't got the round of time to watch it. But I did watch Bohemian Rhapsody, and the fact that that's technically a biopic, but not really, because like it stretches the truth a lot in that movie. Like as far as like timeline and other stuff like that. Like I remember I watched it on the plane in March of 2019, and I thought it was okay, but like I don't think I've seen a single biopic since then. I think it's the last like because like there's been like a boom of like musical biopics I just have not seen. I'm trying to think of the other ones though. Also have Burrow in another league, so that sucks. But now more balls for Chase, at least right now. Yeah, like I want more offense. I just want more offense because like I don't have a stake in any one of these teams. Like if the Cowboys win, then the Bengals are absolutely like out of playoff contention. If the Bengals win, the Cowboys have one more loss, or else they're gone. And that's another reason why I wanted to be able to stream the Cowboys Panthers game, because I want to stream when the Cowboys get eliminated, because that'll be hilarious. It'll be hilarious if the Panthers do it. I don't know if they will, but they open up as a 1.5 point favorite, which is crazy. That it's the first time that we've ever been, favored in a game, and it's against the Cowboys, which I talked about before, but still take me off that the tickets were like $100. Like the cheapest ones were $100. Should not be that way for two bad teams. We throw across the middle, it's going to be up to the 30, up to the 35, down to the 36-yard line, and that's going to be just Ferguson. A cutback to it really late, but they're showing it now. They're showing, like I said, great job by Kendricks. He kind of overthrow it there, but I mean, Joe, what are you doing? All right, so first down and 10 from the 37-yard line. Going to be hands to Rico Dowdle, who's going to cut back, and nice cut. Gets up to about the 44-yard line. And that's going to be second down and 2. 6:08 left to go in the third quarter. Still 17 all. I think I hit all the chats, yeah. Whistle blew for some reason, but I think they're good now. Don't know what that was all about. But second down 2. 5:55 left to go in the third. Cooper Rush under center with Rico Dowdle in the backfield. Going to send CeeDee Lamb into motion, and it's going to be half CeeDee Lamb, who's going to get the edge, and it's going to be, well, actually, not really. It's going to be about a yard short. So a yard gain for CeeDee Lamb, but it will be 3rd and 1. Like an envelope. He was like, I was like trying to lick the envelope. I don't know what that was. Going to be I think he gets it. Yeah, he gets it. A little bit of a QB scrum, if I say. It's not really a dive. It's more like just like a scrum, and he gets it. So first down 10 for the Cowboys. I think everything. All right, so from about the 47-yard line, Cooper Rush under center with Rico down in the backfield. Going to send C. Lamb in motion over to the right. Play clock's at 4, 3, 2, barely got off. Hand the ball to Rico Dowdle, who makes a cut, and unfortunately was tripped up a little bit, but gains about a yard. So second down and 9 from the 48-yard line for the Cowboys. 4:18 left to go in the third quarter. Second down 10, so they didn't give him anything. And a little bit of wildcat, and fakes the return. Turpin gets the first down all the way down to the 42-yard line. Great job of Cavante Turpin. Ran a little bit of wildcat there, and fakes the pitch fakes the end around to CeeDee Lamb. And great block by Rico Dowdle. Well, not really great block by Rico Dowdle, but just getting in the way. And then Turpin gets the first down. So first down 10 from about the 42-yard line. Well, 43. Cooper Rush in a shotgun formation with Rico Dowdle to the left. Goes in Turpin in a motion over to the right. Drops back a pass and gets it out to Turpin. And unfortunately, I think it was deflected. Yeah, Mike Hilton got his hand on it. All right, 3:12 left to go in third quarter. Second down 10 from the 43. One on one up top by C. Lamb. Throws and it's a nice slant all the way down to the 35-yard line. Third and 2 for the Cowboys. All right, third and 2 from the 35. It's a very long drive for the Cowboys so far. 2:43 remaining in the third quarter. And going to send CeeDee Lamb in motion over to the right. Shotgun formation with Rico Dowdle to the left. Going to be hands for Rico Dowdle, who's going to get the first down up to the 30, down to the 29-yard line for a 4 or 5 yard gain. A nice yard gain. Let's just say that. First and 10 for the Cowboys. Yeah, it was about a 5 yard gain. Well, 6 yard gain actually. 7. One of the two. First down 10 for the 29-yard line. So yes, 6. No. Anyways, it doesn't matter. First down 10 for the 29. Cooper Rush drops back to pass and is going to scramble and get sacked at the 30-yard line. However, there is a flag and a late. Oh, so dumb. I understand why you did it, but that's a great sell by Jermaine Pratt getting another flag. So it depends on what that flag is. There was a flag initially on the right side of the offensive line, whether that be a hold, hands to the face, not sure. But then because Cooper Rush was down, tight end tried to help him up and pushed away a defensive uh, Jermaine Pratt. Yeah, so they're going to call on a Luke Shoemaker. Like I said, just dumb decision there. And that's going to back him up really, really far. TJ Bass with the hold there. Ah, I said Jermaine Pratt sells it, and also he hits the ref in the meantime. So that's a good sell. So it is going to be second and 26 from the 45-yard line. Cooper Rush also a pass and checks it down for a 2 yard gain to Ezekiel Elliott. So it will not be second and 26. It'll be third and 24. But you're not quite out of field goal range for Brandon Aubrey, but you don't want to just give good field position if you miss it. So Rico Dowdle comes back in. It's going to be 1 minute left to go in the third quarter, 17 all, and third and 24. Third and 24. From the 43-yard line. Shotgun formation. Rico Dowdle to the right of Cooper Rush. Looks like a cloud 3. And it's going to be a draw up to the 40, up to the 35, down to the 30, down to the 29-yard line. Great draw by Rico Dowdle. Gets him in a good field goal range for the Cowboys. Still be about see if it's about, depends on how far back. Usually about 8 yards. So it's going to be closer to a 50-yard field goal. 17 seconds. They could just let this go to the fourth quarter. They don't have to kick it here. Yeah, it's a 47-yard field goal attempt. They're not going to kick it. Because, like I said, you got 8 seconds. You're good. All right, so we're all tied up. There's only one touchdown in that third quarter. I just want some points. That's all. But we're not going to get that, unfortunately. But we will go into the fourth, tied up 17 all, and a 47-yard field goal attempt by Brandon Aubrey when we come back. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I guess I didn't really talk that much about the Sunday games. Kind of talk about the South, but I guess I can talk about some of the other games. Let's look at the other games. Suppose just do some singing. Like I said, Bills Rams was crazy. Watch that game. Rams are a very dangerous team, and I'm very excited for that Thursday night game. I'm gonna be streaming that Rams 49ers. Let's go down the list. Packers Lions. I was really hoping Packers would win. I mean, of course, I streamed that game. Unfortunately, Lions, like I said, gutsy calls by Dan Campbell, going for it on fourth down, 4 for 5 converting. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Steelers get the revenge over the Browns. For a little bit there, the Browns were a little bit up, but unfortunately, that just dissipated really quickly. Steelers end up winning 27-14. Saints Giants was absolutely abysmal. I watched the tail end of that, and a great job by Brian Brzee getting that field goal block, so we don't have to continue on that absolutely terrible game. 14-11. Jets Dolphins. Jets try their hardest, but Dolphins, like with Tua, their offense has been very very good. They have a shot to make the playoffs, but it is very slim. But the Dolphins do have a shot. Jaguars Titans. I'm very surprised that the Jaguars won this one because it absolutely it kills their draft stock because you have so many other tank bowl games that are coming up. You got to play the Titans again, and they play somebody else too. That's like a potential tank bowl. So like, surprised with that late touchdown. Falcons Vikings. That was hilarious. Last 4 games, Kirk is 0-8, like 0 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, and also 0-4 in that one. You were 6-3, almost guaranteed to win the division, and now you need some help, but you still have a shot at winning the division, so you're still good. Talk about the Panthers Eagles in the breakdown before. Raiders Buccaneers was close for a little bit, but the Buccaneers pulled through because they were more talented than Raiders. Seahawks Cardinals. I really wanted to believe in the Cardinals, but unfortunately, no. Kick is up and kick is good. So it is going to be 22-17. Cowboys up. They just came back from the break. So wrap this up. Seahawks absolutely dominate the Cardinals. Sweep them for the season. Bears 49ers. I did not trust the Thomas Brown interim bump, and luckily I didn't. It was absolutely abysmal in that first half. 38-13 is just. And then, like I said, Bills Rams was crazy. Like Josh Allen went off. Unless like Saquon like absolutely blows out the record, I really think that the MVP is going to go to Josh Allen, which I call in the offseason. So at least there's that. And then Chargers Chiefs. I mean, Chiefs just I said it. I said it in Ground Grooves. Unfortunately, we were not able to put up the predictions before. I said that the Chiefs would find some way, somehow, to win, and that is exactly what happened. They found somehow, some way to win off of a doink in, and yeah, it doesn't surprise me. It just is the Chiefs. So that's the reason why, like I said, it was a good week, but there was a lot of people on bye. A lot of people on bye. So not mini games, but with Modella. Whenever I see Modella now, because they kept on doing the same, the good, the bad, the ugly, good, the bad, the ugly like theme. I always think about that now. I still think of the movie, like of course the bad, the ugly, but like because that music been used so much from Modelo, I also think about Modelo. Don't drink it though. Why don't? It's a double header for the Monday night game, and I honestly don't know which game to pick. Do I go with the dumpster fire and Falcons and Raiders, or do I go with the Bears Vikings? I gotta think they went over because none of them feel like it's gonna be a good game. They really don't. So I gotta decide which one I'm gonna stream. I don't know which one I'm gonna do, but I'm probably gonna do Falcons, uh, Raiders, just for the heck of it. Brandon Aubrey on to boot this ball away. 14:55 left on the fourth quarter, 20-17. Come on, Bengals, you were up 17-10. Least score something. And kick us away, and it's going to be for return to the one. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and down to the 32-yard line. It's Khalil Herbert. Great return. Be first down 10 for the Bengals. There we go. First down 10 for the 32-yard line. Joe Burrow under center with Chase Brown in the backfield. Two tight ends to the left. Going to be a play action pass. And it's going to be checked down to Chase Brown, who cuts back in 40, 45, down to the 47-yard line. Great catch and run by Chase Brown. A 15-yard gain. First down for the Bengals. All right, first down 10 for the 47-yard line. Shotgun formation with Chase Brown to the right of Joe Burrow. Draws back a pass. Throws across the middle to be to Jamar Chase, who gets up to the 42-yard line. First down again for the Bengals. Thankfully, they're getting some kind of, you know, anything on offense. Please do not throw an interception, Joe Burrow. Let's get some points out here. First down 10 for the 42-yard line. Joe Burrow under center. Going to be a handoff to Chase Brown, who's going to go to the right middle, 35 down, and that's another first down. What depends on the mark them down? Should be another first down for the Bengals. 3 straight plays, 3 straight first downs. Oh, wow, I didn't know it was going to be Falcons Raiders Monday. That's going to be wild. Oh, absolutely. I mean, Bears Vikings could be good. That's the one like 30 minutes before the other one. But I don't know. Oh, so they didn't get the first down. So it'd be like second and maybe one. Joe Burrow under center going to send T. Higgins in motion over to the right. Chase Brown in the backfield, and going to be handoff Chase Brown, who is going to get the first down up to the 31-yard line. So first down 10 for the Bengals, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm probably going to go with the Falcons Raiders because I don't know. It's not going to happen. But I can dream that the Raiders screw over their draft because they beat the Falcons because Kirk Cousins can't throw a touchdown. That would be hilarious. It's not going to happen, but would be funny. But the Bears Vikings will probably be the better game. Mm, I don't know. Part of me just wants to have a terrible game, which is a weird thing to say. I just want a terrible game. No, most people don't want a terrible game, but I don't know. That would be I'm gonna think it over. And I'll probably make a decision in the next couple of days which one I'm going to do. So I'll officially announce it probably on Thursday. I'm generally unsure what that might look like. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think, um, of course, Bears are pretty much eliminated. Raiders definitely are eliminated. But the last time the Bears Vikings played, it was 30-27, And the only reason why I got to that point was because the Vikings scored 11 points in about 2 minutes. So I don't know. I don't know. But like Falcons Raiders could be, oh, that could be like, see what's the worst one that I've hmm, Panthers Bears last year was pretty bad. I haven't had a lot of like really, really, really terrible games, thankfully. Um, but that one was really bad. As the residential Falcon fan, I don't know why we play on prime time. That game would be a dumpster fire. Desmond Ritter is starting, so there's a revenge game, I guess. That would be good too. Why is Jordan Rogers in a commercial for skincare? If that's not Jordan Rogers, it looks exactly like Jordan Rogers. That's got to be Jordan Rogers. Anyways, um, yeah, like I said, I don't know. I think it's like part of me also wonders that they just thought that the Raiders would be a lot better and be competing for a playoff spot, which I truly wanted to believe as well. I wanted to believe that they could be a good defense and just a serviceable enough offense. But unfortunately, they couldn't. First down 10 for the 31-yard line. Going to send Jamar Chase into motion. Going to have Deron Bland matched up on him. Shotgun formation. Drops back a pass. Immediately pressure. Throw to Gesicki up to the 20. Down to the 17-yard line. But Joe Burrow got absolutely obliterated by Micah Parsons. First down 10 for the Bengals. But wow, what a hit. Also, what happened here with the Mims? Mims, what are you doing? Okay, so Mims didn't even block Micah Parsons. Now that is your guy. That is quite literally your guy. And you just let him have a free rush. Mims. You can't be doing that, bud. First down 10 for the 18-yard line. Shotgun formation. Drops back to pass. Quickly throw it to Gesicki, who is going to get up to about the 12-yard line with a mark him. Nice gain of 6. Second down and 4. I'm still baffled. I'm still baffled by like as a tackle, not even attempting to put a hand on the edge rusher. Like you just go straight inside. You're like, oh well, good luck. That is wild. All right, the second down at 4. 11:22 left to go in the fourth quarter. Still down 20-17. Joe Burrow in a shotgun formation with Chase Brown to the left. And going to be a handoff Chase Brown, who's going to, ooh, wow, got submarined by Malik Hooker. Still gained a yard, but I mean, absolutely just sort of went flying. Um, but yeah, that's really what I'm thinking that the Falcons made it to, well, like had because they had that early run of like 3 straight primetime games, which at the beginning of the season I was like, why do we have this? And then I was surprised with the Raiders, but I still like, was like, well, they could still both be trying to vie for like playoff contention, so it's not that weird. But that did not happen for the Raiders at all. They just completely fell apart from the very beginning. Third down 2, and throws for the end zone, and it's going to be incomplete. Try to get to T. Higgins, but unfortunately, it is going to come up 4th and 2, 10:28 remaining, and now the Bengals have to go for the field goal. Well, dang. Guess I'm not getting my perfect score. That's fine. I'm not sure if Kurt starts the Raiders game. Oh, Raheem wouldn't admit Kirk's the problem, but you can't ask for a better team to make a rookie debut than the tanking Raiders. True. But considering that there hasn't really been any rumblings just yet, maybe Tuesday, but kick us up and kick us good. If they were going to make a quarterback change, I would think that they would say it maybe like probably at least by Tuesday. Like you would think that if you're going to make a quarterback change, you're going to do it at least like close to a week before the actual game. But um, I'm trying to think which one I was listening to. I think it might have been the Stay Hot podcast, which is another good podcast. Around me and Luke's age, they are. They were talking about it too, and I kind of agree. If you go to Michael Penix now, you're pretty much admitting defeat to the Kirk Cousins signing. Because the whole reason why you get the Kirk Cousins signing, and it makes sense when you do get Michael Penix, is if you truly believe, like, hey, Michael Penix sitting for a year is the ultimate goal, and that's what we really want. But, like, you're in a tough spot. You're in a really tough spot. Because, like, if Michael Penix is good, then it doesn't even matter. If Michael Penix comes in, lights it up, is perfect, then you know what? It's fine. It still sucks that you paid Kirk all that money, but it's still fine because you got the draft pick. Now, if Kirk still isn't good, and then they're still not putting Michael Penix, is it because they want to have that Michael Penix doesn't play for a year, that kind of thing, and then carry over to the next year? Or, and here's the worst one, because Michael Penix didn't play that much in preseason either. What if Micah Parsons shows in practice that he just can't run the offense that well? What if, like, that is the main reason why, after all these weeks, it has been 4 weeks in a row that Kirk has 0 touchdowns, 8 interceptions? What if that's the reason? That he just can't run the offense? That would be worse. I hope it's not the case. I don't have anything against Michael Penix. He was my QB5, but there's a reason why I am worrisome for Falcons if this doesn't work out. Because then everyone's going to be going after the GM's head, Raheem's head, because technically he signed off on it, and also Arthur Blank's head because he was okay with it. I think the Vikings game was Kirk's, aka Thief, last chance. The Falcons want to win now, even though I don't think that was possible with the 2 QBs. If they want to save the season, start Penix. A rookie making rookie mistakes is normal. A 13-year-old veteran making rookie mistakes is an issue. Some of it's not even rookie mistakes. It's just like it shows that his arm is not there. Or if it's not his arm is not there, but they're showing the right not hitter. Or even worse is that like his leg is not fully healed, so he's not able to get that power off of that back foot. That would be even worse, in my opinion. I am hopeful that that's not the case and that you assign an injured quarterback that will never be the same. But it could be that, and I don't know how to tell y'all it's oh wow, great tackle by Jermaine Pratt. About a 1 yard loss. Yeah, that would be rough for Falcons fans if Penix isn't the guy, and then you also spend all that money, so you don't have the best cap situation because of it. Like, oh man, I would feel really bad for y'all. I would feel really bad for y'all. So 1 yard loss, second down and 11 from the 29-yard line. Shotgun formation, drops by the pass. Got time, throws. Way too of a floater for Devontae Turpin. Wilson on the coverage, like I said, Devontae Turpin tries to get the outside release. Is a really good coverage, and it's not the best ball. Yeah, so it'll be third down and 11 for the Cowboys. Shotgun formation with Lipke to the right. And shows the blitz is coming from the right. Play clock at 3-2. Bring in the house. Throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Great blitz by Louis Anarumo. Absolutely outstanding blitz. It's tied up 2020. Let's see that one again. Geno Stone times it up right. Gets right. I mean, like, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful blitz right there. Doesn't get picked up right. A little miscommunication. Be 4th and 11. Going to punt this ball away. Great job of Louis Anarumo. But yeah, like I said, Kirk does make some rookie mistakes, especially some of his passes. But some of it is just like him being old, coming off injury, which like I said, I think is a little bit even worse. Return at the 25, down to about the 26. So first down 10 for the 26-yard line for the Bengals. Tied up at 20, 9:33 remaining. Come on and score some points, please. I want this to be the most scoringest points 10 minutes we've ever seen in an NFL game. A better case scenario is that Kirk is benched for medical reasons. Okay. Just to save face for benching him, say that he is not feeling well, his leg hurts, and that bench him to prevent serious injury. That could be that would be good, but they would need to do that quickly to save face because like if it goes into Thursday and then now they're benching him because of injury, then you're also wasting reps that Penix does not get, which is super duper important. So that would say guesstimator. Okay, I'm sorry, I was looking at the commercial. Um, that would be able to save face, but that would have to happen soon if they were going to go that route. Like, okay, that is what some people were saying happened with uh, Bryce Young, Andy Dalton. Like, it ticked me off because it was so fully conspiracy theory esque. Some Panthers fans, now it was just a comment seeing on the press conferences and whatnot, but there was legit some Panthers fans that believed that the car accident that hurt Andy Dalton's thumb was fake. That wasn't the real reason they were benching Andy Dalton. They just wanted to see what Bryce Young was, and that was a cover up. I was like, what are you talking about? So you're telling me that he faked a car accident that there was a report about, and then he hurt his thumb because that couldn't happen in a Tesla. That could absolutely happen in a Tesla. So that was funny to me, but that when you said that, that kind of reminded me of what some Panthers fans feel like actually happened. That they sat down Andy Dalton, but they wanted to save face. So they said that he was injured. When in actuality, he was injured, and you can't throw with a broken thumb. Like you guys look at Russell Wilson. Was it 3 years ago? Could not throw with a broken thumb, or was it Dak? I can't remember. I know Russell had the broken finger, but was that broken thumb or broken finger? Can't remember. It was when Geno Smith played a couple of games, and then they traded Russell Wilson. So yes, 3 years ago. Going to be a handoff, and that's going to be a great run up to the 30-yard line. Great gain of about 4 yards there. It's going to be second down and about 6. But IDK, if that's a thing, probably not. But that way we see Penix and Kirk benched. Yes. Zoe, what were you meaning for what? I might have been confused. Second down 6 from the 30-yard line. Going to send Jamar Chase in a motion over to the left. Shotgun formation. Drops back to pass. Got time, throws across middle, wide open. That's up to the 30. No, sorry, not 30. Up to about the 49-yard line. That's going to be Hudson. A great catch and run. Going to be first down 10 for the Bengals. What was I talking about? I was talking about the fact, like I said, the Kirk Cousins situation is kind of like a difficult one to explain. But with the Andy Dalton situation, yes, there were some Panthers fans. Now they might have been trolls. I do not know, because sometimes that's hard for me to pick up on. But there were some people who legit thought that that was a fake. I can't explain it. Going to be a toss to the right by Brown, and that's a terrible, terrible job. Kendricks makes him lose 4 yards. I mean, second down and 14 from the 45-yard line. I mean, it's a great job by Kendricks, but I mean, y'all were doing really well, and now you're going to set yourself back a little bit. Let's see here. All right, Mims, Mims, you're supposed to move up to the linebacker, bud. That is your job. That is. And that's the problem with Mims is that he can't really move all that well. But you got to have your head on a swivel, man. All right, so it's actually a loss of 3. Joe Burrow checks it down, and it's going to be caught by Yoshivas and a fumble, and picked up by the Cowboys, and that's going to be picked up and ran, and down at the 29-yard line, there is pandemonium. No way. 7:21 left to go in the fourth quarter. 2020 all. Okay, so he's bobbling, bobbling, bobbling. Does he catch it? Kind. I'm not sure if that's a catch because he did. Okay, so he's bobbling, bobbling, bobbling. He kind of has it there. I don't know. It's good. Incomplete. Okay. Okay. I was directing to the Panthers fans. The car accident wasn't a real thing. That's what I thought it was. Because I was like, thinking like, what should you say? What about? I was like, oh, that makes more sense. Yeah. No. It's. Let's just say that some Panthers fans have been hurt. I just want to put that out there. Some Panthers fans, because we have been kind of an irrelevant franchise for a while, have been hurt and have been lied to, especially under the Matt Rule era. We fell for the preacher lies because he kind of spoke like a preacher. And so some of them feel like there is just a whole bunch of stuff going on that is running our noses, and there's a reason why um, there are certain like press conference videos that just don't allow comments. I'll put it at that. Joe Burrow gets the pressure, stuffs up in the pocket. Is going to be fumble, and recovered. Ho 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 by Hudson. That could have been bad. And I'm surprised. So like Zach Martin, no, not Zach Martin. Zach Taylor is looking for a face mask. Joe Burrow is kind of limping off the field. That's not good. Let's see here. I mean, bringing the house. He tries to step up the pocket, and let's see. Yeah, that's face mask, baby. That should be a face mask. I mean, it's a little head turn. That's bad. 4th and 16. Click on that one. Barely gets it off. They're gonna mark it as a delay game. Yeah, no. Delay game. Yeah. Um, 6:42 remaining in the fourth quarter, all tied up at 20. I mean, that one was a bad one. Like his full head went all the way to the left. And like I said, it's not a good look that Joe Burrow's kind of limping off. Um, my supervisor, a Raiders fan, has entirely embraced the tank and really wants them to draft Sanders. That is what I put in the video because I really feel like a whole bunch of people want Sanders. And unfortunately for the Titans, because they kept on winning, they're probably going to win some more. They're not going to get who I thought they were going to try to get, and that was uh, Travis Hunter. So now I don't know who's going to get Travis Hunter, but I still have it in my videos of who I think could potentially. Actually, no, I don't want to reveal what I have written because it's a kind of a surprise. So I'll keep it vague. But you'll see in the next coming video. I have something revolving around Travis Hunter. Um, but yeah, no. I, here's the thing. I do not have a. It's not that I don't have a first round grader in the quarterbacks, but I was talking about this with Luke. The quarterbacks in this draft class remind me a lot of 2014. Mainly, I feel like Shadur could be early Teddy Bridgewater when he was good before he got absolutely put to sleep. I think he's a good facilitator. I think that he has potential. But if I'm Shadur Sanders, I really wanted him to go to the Rams. I did. I wanted him to sit for a year or two, and then Matthew Stafford doesn't have that much longer, and then you're set. You're absolutely set because you have Puka Nakua for the long haul. You have Cooper Cup for a little bit more, and you have a descending offensive line. Like that would have been perfect for Shadur, but that's not going to happen because Shadur and more likely Cam Ward are going to be one of the top 5 picks, which I don't think they should be because like talent wise, I don't feel that way towards them. Cam Ward to me feels like a more athletic Derek Carr. Like in the same way of like I want to say more. I don't want to say like yes for like tools or stuff like that because that's way off. But I mean like as far as how do I feel he's going to do in the NFL? I feel like he's going to have a good seasons. Heck, you might even have like what Derek Carr had in that 2016. We had a really good season and could have won MVP. But overall, I don't feel Cam Ward is going to be this generational guy, this guy that can really put it behind my back. I feel like he is going to have a decent career, but also depends on where he goes. I'm just not super hype about this quarterback draft class, as is most people. But I also don't think that you should just wait for next year's draft class because it's going to be so much better. Because everyone is saying, well, you're just going to have to try to get Arch. But Arch might stay because he's only going to have been played a year in college. First down 10 for the 20-yard line. Going to be hands for Rico Dowdle, who's cuts up 25, 30, down to the 34-yard line. Great job by Rico Dowdle there, but also great job of the offensive line for the Cowboys. So it'll be first down 10 for the Cowboys. But like I said, like I don't want to put anyone down, and I don't have my final rankings yet for the quarterback draft class, but I just don't feel super duper confident in either one of them. I usually have a pretty good feeling about quarterbacks, but I don't feel good about either one of them. They might be decent enough, but just nothing really speaks to me. Roll out and a terrible throw by Cooper Cup, way, 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 way too hard of a catch for Ferguson, and it's gonna be incomplete. Second down 10. I mean, I hope the best for him. I really do, but if Shadur Sanders goes to the Raiders, it depends on what they do in the offseason, whether that be with free agency or the rest of the draft, for me to truly believe that he is going to succeed at least in his first year. We don't know what they'll do in the next coming drafts, but I wouldn't feel confident in it. Cooper Rush getting a little bit of pressure from the right, throws and a little bit of wobbler, and it's going to be incomplete. Try to get a Brandon Cooks, but unfortunately, it's going to be third down 10, 5:48 remaining in the fourth. Still 20-20, still tied up game. But, I mean, I, I can't even imagine like these two teams having any kind of feeling like they are going to make a deep run. Like if there's still Cowboys fans after this game that are just like, yeah, no, we can legit make a playoff run. I don't know who you are, but you're delusional. And absolutely, it's a tip ball, it's a duck, but a fourth and 10 going to punt this ball away. 5:41 let's go in the fourth, and the Bengals have another opportunity to try to put some points on the board. You've only had 3 points. 3 points in the second half against a bad Cowboys defense. Isn't I'm not saying because I really felt like it was going to be like a very very high scoring game, but this is ridiculous. 3 points in the second half against the 30 or 29th ranked defense is uncalled for. It's uncalled for and it shouldn't happen. And another flag's going to back him up even more. Oh my gosh, I think it's blocking the back. Bengals, stop hurting yourself. Stop hurting yourself. you're you're setting yourself up to fail. Block in the back. Guys, the funniest thing could still happen and the game could end on a high scoring tie, something like 30-30. It could. It is 5:31 remaining. You could have bombs to, CeeDee Lamb and Jamar Chase. It could go off. But I I still can't believe the fact that I truly was like, oh, this is gonna be a bad game, but it's gonna be a high scoring game, so it'll be fun to watch. And it's just not. I'm getting frustrated watching it. Like very, very frustrated watching it. We're at commercial break. Um, I want some offense, please. Please. Give me something. Cause I've done like the calculations. There's a way for the Bengals to make the playoffs if they win tonight, but then they have to pretty much win out, which is gonna be pretty stinking hard because you got the Steelers, you've got the Broncos, and you have another hard one. I just know you have the Steelers at the very end of the season, who's going to be fighting for seeding, and you've got the Broncos that literally is going to be your competition for that seventh seed. Because I really feel like the Chargers are going to beat the Buccaneers and the Broncos, and then set themselves apart for that sixth seed. So I feel like there's. I hope not, because that would be hilarious, but also really wrong for the Broncos. But there is a way, somehow, some way, and I'm kind of right in my season predictions, where I said that the back stretch for the Colts is very easy if the Colts lose to the Broncos but still finish 9-8, and the Broncos lose to the Chargers and the Chiefs, and even though they beat the Colts, if they finish 9-8, same exact thing with the Colts make it in, which is so wild to me that I had to keep on double checking it because I was like, there's no way that a team can win a head to head, so have the same exact uh, record and still get beaten out, and it was true. Micah Parsons with a little bit of pressure. Joe Burrow throws on the run, and it's going to be caught by none other than Jamar Chase up to the 31-yard line. First down and 10 for the Bengals. 5:22 left to go in the fourth quarter. Still 20-20. But that's what I was meaning as far as like I kept on going through all these different playoff predictions because week 17 and 18, the matchups that are there, it's going to be wild. It's going to be wild. Joe Burrow just passes 300 yards passing. From the 30, draws by the pass, throws, as we caught. That's going to be Yoshivas up to about the 35-yard line. Well, I'm marking at 34. We have a 4-yard gain, second down 6. I low-key want the Raiders to get together soon because it's been really nice seeing the AFC West be actually competitive again. I agree. Because, Oh my gosh, I think it was no, it was my first year doing it. No, last year my first year doing it. The year before when I thought about doing it but I didn't. I started last year. I was hoping, I was like, you know what? You bringing in Russell Wilson. I was like, I gave y'all a 10-7 record because I was like, you know what? I think the Broncos are going to do pretty good. And I was like, it's going to be very rough for the AFC West. And it kind of was, but the Chiefs still won it. And drop past by Jamar Chase. But there is a flag, and it's going to be hold or pass interference. Something is going to be first down 10 for the Bengals. Was it on Deron Bland? Yes, it is. Deron Bland, not Deron Bland, sorry, no, sorry. Damian Lewis. Damian Lewis on Jamar Chase today has been cooked. Absolutely cooked. Shaken out of his boots, Damian Lewis, which is nothing new for Cowboys fans. 4:06 left to go in the fourth quarter, still 2020. But I kept on giving the Broncos like the benefit of the doubt. This is the one year that I was like, well, it's a rookie year, so I didn't give too much. I think I gave y'all like a 5-win, which you surpassed. I still felt confident in your defense, but I was not so sure about how Bo Nix would do his rookie year. He's been doing pretty good his rookie year. Going to be a handoff to Chase Brown, who's going to get up to about the 49-yard line, about 3-yard gains. So he's second down 7. So I should have stuck with my guns, just kept on picking the Broncos to be like around 500. But yeah, the sad part is that though the Broncos might be in a good position right now, it could change up very, very easily because you have a very difficult remaining schedule. Your best bet is that the Chiefs continue to win so that in week 18 you do not have to face against the Chiefs starters. Joe Burrow drops by a pass, throws quickly to Jamar Chase, who's getting a little bit of a screen and going to get the first down. First down 10 for the Bengals. However, there is a flag. What's the flag? 3:18 remaining in the fourth. I think it's on Yoshivas. Yep, holding on Yoshivas. Like I said, I really hope that's not the case because I want. Part of me wants the part of me wants the Broncos to make it to the playoffs, but at the same time, it's like if they don't, then that extends the streak, and the Panthers are still third as far as like not making the playoffs because both us and the Atlanta Falcons haven't made the playoffs since 2017. Broncos are 2015, and then the Jets are 2010. So could still happen. Second and 17 from the 40-yard line. Joe Burrow in a pistol with Chase Brown behind him. 2 tight ends to the right. Going to be a play action pass, and that's going to be a hold, unfortunately. Doesn't matter what happens. Joe Burrow can just throw it down, check it down, gets it to Sample. Doesn't really matter because it's going to be a hold regardless on Micah Parsons, and that's going to back it up even more. That's how that jump pro day is going to be second down 27. Cody Ford with that one. There you go. The first time I hear talking about Cody Ford since the first quarter. Just, yeah, loss of leverage. That's a straight up hold. That's the 10th penalty for 77 yards. This is second and 26 from the 30 stinking yard line. Empty set. Going to bring back Chase Brown to help block, though. Drops back to pass and checks it down to Brown. Gets it about the 36-yard line, so 6-yard gain. It will be third and 20, 2:55 remaining in the fourth. So at least they're cutting down the time, but it doesn't matter because it is third and 20. $2:40 left to go in the fourth. Still 2020. So Emmanuel, I don't think it's going to be 30-30, unfortunately. I would hope it would be. Be nice. Don't think it will be. Third and 20 from the 36-yard line. Drops back a pass, getting a little pressure, sidesteps, and gets sacked. 2:14 remaining in the fourth. The Cowboys have all three timeouts. The Bengals have all three timeouts, and is going to 2-minute warning. Dun 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 dun. I just want some good offense. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Gosh. All I wanted was some offense, and I gotta check and see as far as the score was, because I'm gonna be very ticked off if Luke gets it here. All right, see. If the Cowboys win, then Grant is the only one to pick the Cowboys, so that's good on him. Let's see here. The way it's looking right now, Alex might get it, so Alex might jump me. Wait, actually, no. Hold a second. No, if the Cowboys win, it doesn't matter. But if they goes to overtime and then the if the Bengals win by only a field goal, then Drew to get it, because Drew picked, I think he picked 24-20, but I might be wrong. I'm talking about the Pick'em League that me and my friends do. For Monday night games, so this Monday night game, of course, there'll be a double, but you pick a score, always score prediction, and if you get the right team, it's 1 point, just like the other picks. But if you get the next closest score, it's an additional 2 points. If you get the exact score, which did happen this year, and it's happened last year too, that Luke also got a perfect score, which sucks, you get an additional 2 points on top of that. So that'll be 5 total points you would get for the exact score. I got it. I got the perfect score the first year doing it, but yeah, Luke is in the lead because of that perfect score, unfortunately, and Alex is gaining on me. Alex was in the group chat, not group chat, was in the group chat on Thursday. For the reward, we usually do, like, we haven't done the past 2 years because the winner just hasn't decided when he wants to do it. But usually the winner decides where they want to eat, and the rest of the losers have to split the bill of his meal. Which, like I said, it's not like too hard or anything like that. It's just kind of like cool. It's just like, oh yeah, you get to pick where you want to eat. But we only did that the first year. We haven't done it since for some reason. But anyways, 4th and 27. There's a punt this ball away. 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. And punt is away. Oh, it's tipped. And it is going to be returned and picked up. Oh, Cowboys. Okay. So you partially block it. 41, it partially blocks it, but it goes forward. So instead of just letting it go, the Cowboys player tries to pick it up, fumbles the ball, and the Bengals recover it at the 40-yard line. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, it's 27. Oh, you stupid man. I'm sorry. But you're a special teamer. You should know this. Oh. 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 Oh, that's too funny. That is. Even Zach Taylor is surprised, because what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, well, Bengals, it is not second and 26 anymore. It is first down and 10 from the 43-yard line. Cade York is getting ready to kick. 153 remaining in the fourth. Empty set, drops back to pass. Joe Burrow throws for the sideline, and that's going to be Yoshi Voss for about a 7-yard gain, second down and 3. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. A little bit manic there. I just can't. Like it goes from like elation for you Cowboys fan of almost blocking it to just shock and amazement of like we're gonna lose this game. Hand off to Chase Brown, who is going to get the first down, 45 down to the 40-yard line. 142 remaining in the fourth quarter, and the clock is running down. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Oh my gosh. uh, like I said was before, I'm pretty sure my friend Drew picked 24-20. So if it's a game-winning field goal, he will get the points. Joe Burrow in a shotgun formation, Chase Brown to the left. Drops back to pass, and a quick throw, and that's going to be Jamar Chase. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Jamar Chase. As soon as I said that was a game-winning field goal, well, no. I'm okay with it. Okay, hold on a second. Let me look back at the scores. Okay. So, if it stays that way, if it stays that way, there's 3. Then Alex would get it because he's a bigger point spread, even though both him and Drew have a 3-point difference. He has the 6 points, Drew has the 4 points. If the Cowboys retaliate with the score to make it 27-27, and then that would be, let's see, if it's 27-27, then it'll go to Luke. But if it goes into overtime, if it's 27-27, and then the Bengals score a touchdown to go up. I'm sorry, I'm going. If the Bengals score a touchdown to go 33-27, that would give me a 5-point difference, and then I would still lose because Luke picked 33-23, and he would have 4 point. I have 5 point. Dadgummit. Oh, I want chaos though. I want chaos now. Now I get a little taste of it. I really hope that Chase touchdown didn't sink your your fantasy manual. That's a good thing because I haven't seen too much of a good thing. That's not what I meant. Sorry. It's a good thing to ask because I forgot to mention that I haven't seen CeeDee Lamb get that much. But it is 101 left to go in the fourth quarter, so anything can happen. But so far, he is 0 for 5 in the fourth. Okay. 27-20, 101 left to go in the fourth. All 3 are timeouts. I'm up by 2 right now. Okay. That's pretty close. Cooper Rush drops about to pass. Steps in the pocket. Throws on the run, and it's going to be caught. CeeDee Lamb up to the 45-yard line. That's 15 yards there. First down 10 for the 45. And you're not going to call timeout? Okay, I said, cool. I mean, you got 3 timeouts, buddy. Okay, so they called timeout. They add some more seconds, thankfully, because it was like 40. It was like probably 53 seconds. Probably add 3 more. At least 52. Stressing like crazy because the 8-game winning streak comes down to Chase. Yeah, no. I think um, I think you're good, but if it goes overtime and the Bengals get the ball start, I would be scared. I would be. You desperately need a CeeDee Lamb touchdown here. 53 seconds remaining from the 45. Goes up the pocket, and unfortunately, Cooper Rush gets 2 yards off of that scramble. It's 45 seconds, 44, 43. It's okay. He's got 40 seconds. That's fine. Just hurry it up. 37, 36, 35. Drops back a pass. Cooper Rush is going to get sacked at the 40, and a timeout is called with 30 seconds left. Third and long for the Cowboys. I was okay with the first is you letting the clock wind down because it's nothing too serious, but then you let up a sack. You let up a sack. And you got a chip, but he doesn't help you. Goodness, he got bull rushed. Just straight bull rushed. It's good leverage by Trey Hendrickson, but my gosh. Up 5 now. If the game ends right now, I win. I'm up 5. Just don't give the Bengals the ball. Exactly. 3rd and 15, or give a touchdown to CeeDee Lamb. 3rd and 15 from the 40. 31 seconds left to go. And that should be, I don't know. Throws across the middle. It's going to be caught. That's going to be inbounds. Got to hurry up. Ferguson, 87 and 24 seconds remain. And the Cowboys have to call the last timeout. This is a terrible sequence by the Cowboys. Terrible sequence. I was okay at first with, hey, that's perfectly fine with you, letting the clock wind down just a little bit because it was a little bit of a mistake by Cooper Rush's part. But then you have a sack. You call timeout. You have 1 timeout remaining. Why are you running a drag with a tight end and that is your first read that you're just going to chunk it down to? You don't have anything on the sideline. Nothing at all. Because I pretty much guarantee you to call timeout. Now, 24 seconds remaining. You can throw anywhere to try to get this first down, but you have to clock it, and it's basically your last play. Cooper Rush drops back to pass. Throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Way too high. He could have thrown it to CeeDee Lamb, who was wide open, but he didn't see him. And that is going to be the game. That is going to be the game. The Bengals are going to win 27-20. Emmanuel, you're going to win your fantasy. And all the Bengals have to do now is kneel the ball. CeeDee Lamb is wide open. He is wide open. Oh. Cowboys, you had an opportunity. You really did. And now I am hoping and praying that Fox, can you please show the Panthers-Cowboys game? Micah Parsons ain't even shaking hands. He's going off the field. Come on now. Come on. See, and that's another thing too. I don't have a problem with the podcast. I really don't. But I don't appreciate that kind of behavior. I don't appreciate that kind of behavior. Because you're not being a leader in that scenario. Like CeeDee Lamb is there, he's shaking hands. You know what? He had a good game. Micah Parsons, you had a good game too. But then you just walk off in frustration. Like that's not being a good leader. And you wonder why people call you out on that kind of thing. And it's easy. It's showing it's showing any kind of decency of you know what, we lost. We had every opportunity to win, and we couldn't make it happen. That ticks me off. And now I feel very vindicated in what I've said before. He might get that money, but he does not deserve the T.J. Watt, Myles Garrett money. He doesn't. GG's winning streak continues. America wins when the Cowboys lose. Chase put up 45 points. My opponent still lost. I mean, like I said, I was going to be surprised if he won when you were up by 35, but I was like, but you're right. You can't really count him out because like literally he just kept like he got like so many receptions plus those touchdowns. But like all this is happening on the field right now, and you know where Michael Parsons is? He's in the locker room. I really don't want to keep on bringing that up. That's still ticking me off. I'm not even a Cowboys fan, but that's I can guarantee you that is going to be talked about um, in the media. I can guarantee you it is. And looky there, Simpsons, because of Simpsons game, you get a little. Oh, that's nice. You get a little donut, and then Joe Burrow just smashes it into Jamar Chase's face. That's but literally that punt literally gave new life to the Bengals, a new opportunity. Oh, man. Well, that was a wonderful game. Well, okay, it was an okay game. Uh, I was hoping for more offense, but I'm okay with how it still ended up that the Bengals won. Now the Bengals still have a shot of making the playoffs, and though the Panthers are pretty much eliminated, there's a chance for us next Sunday to eliminate the Cowboys. I'm hoping that I'm able to stream that game. If I'm able to get a hold of that game for um, like Fox, please just show the game. I know you want to. Um, I'll be streaming that. If not, then again I'll be here for Monday. Um, I still haven't decided what game. Well, no, I'll be there for Thursday before then. Thursday Rams 49ers. Before then. I'm still deciding which game on Monday I'll be streaming. I'm feeling closer to the Raiders Falcons. So I think it's going to be a crapshoot, and why not? Why not? But yeah, it definitely was a football game of all time. Um, okay. I'm trying to think of anything else before I leave. NFL basement penthouse video. I'm probably gonna push to Friday. Hopefully I get out by Friday, but definitely out this week. It's just gonna take up a little bit of time as far as like editing and whatnot. But Ryan, if Streamus doesn't work, you can try the thing I called Doofu Sports. I haven't tried that one yet. I should have tried that one Sunday. I didn't try that one yet. I could test that one out. I'll check and see. Because I really want to stream that game, but I'd rather not do it illegally. I'd rather do it because there's always the buffering and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, thank you so much for joining. This was, like I said, this was a fun stream. Always enjoy y'all being here. Thank you so much.